stereotypes or assumptions about each generation or whatever.
I'm just saying follow the money. Whenever you're talking about this type of stuff, think about how it correlates to the economy.
No, I understand that, but I'm just saying, just because you don't identify with the stereotypes that society decided to impose on each generation doesn't mean you're not.
No,
I
literally just acknowledge that I am a bit of everything.
I do acknowledge.
No,
you can have a trait. You can have a trait that's associated with a generation, but you're only from one generation.
No. I'm from. Listen, that I've already acknowledged that I am technically XYZ, whatever the fuck. I'm technically whatever I am categorized as, but I don't have. I'm not locked down into any of those. If you never knew me and I never told you how old I was or whatever the fuck, you would never know. Only based on my age would you be able to marginalize or categorize or whatever you want to call it.
True.
So if you, like I said, if you never met me, you would, and based on my wisdom, experience, skills, what have you, if you never knew me, you would only be able to do it based on my age group. So that's all I got to say to that. Exactly, because I can hold a conversation about anything with anybody from any generation.
Hey, Andreas, what's going on? Domingo, what's going on? Rosie? And with that, I would say
you're probably gonna need to use this. You're probably gonna need to use this. Sorry, Robin.
Just because I would say the same thing. I would have to agree with Podrin on that too. Is even though like I'm at this specific age and this is how old I am and this is what on that society is categorizing me in. You know what I'm saying? I'm an old soul. So I can, just like Podrin said, I can hold a conversation with any age group. And this because I was around society.
Sorry about that.
And it's probably gonna, it's probably gonna be the same for like some of you guys in here as well.
Right.
I mean, yeah. I mean, for me, I can pretty much hold a conversation with basically any type of generation as well. I mean, mainly because I don't know. I guess I really don't do what most kids in my school do anyway.
You'll find this out in the future. Like it'll become obvious. It'll become obvious to you that this whole thing is just a scam. Oh, my generation.
I don't know.
My name's Fred Durst. My generation. See, y'all don't even know about that. See, that's some Generation X shit right there. Sorry. All right, I'm getting off.
Yay.
Excuse me, guys, but do you want to see my grades for this year? I got my final report.
Oh, hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can, Podrin.
Okay, so yeah, we are straight now. Podrin's going.
I know. I'm just messing with you.
Alright. So I am streaming. So we have Rosalina in here, Jerry on. So on the YouTube, and we have. Okay, so let's continue the conversation, guys.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff I want to talk about, but
let me share my support here. I'm going to share this on Twitter.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, there we go.
Can I ask a very serious question?
What question is that?
This is for King. I need you to save me.
Oh boy.
I am drowning in lava and I need you to save me.
What?
He can't hear.
Oh, right.
What are you playing?
What am I
Minecraft.
playing? Oh, I thought you were saying I'm playing R-Type.
Oh, I was literally about to ask you, like, what were you playing craft for? Because it actually looks really fun.
I haven't played this game in like... the moment you notice that you're actually old. That's
just sit down like, oh man, I don't got much time left.
I just realized how old I am. This is bad.
It took you playing a video game you haven't played in 20 years to realize how old you are?
It's almost 30.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're old truck.
That's crazy. 30 years. It's an arcade game, though.
It looks like one.
I still remember half the stuff in this game. But yeah, so welcome back, everybody. It's been a while. I know some of you guys are like, oh, it's been mad long. Triforce, where have you been? Or how come I haven't seen you stream? Well, honestly, I just haven't been streaming because I just haven't been streaming. I wanted to catch up on a lot of the stuff that I put out there, as you guys can see now. That I put out there, it's pretty much a lot of the videos and stuff like that from the Hall of Fame. We're trying to catch up and stuff like that. So, okay. And he puts on the tail. Brah. I got him. Oh, I still know that pattern. Holy smokes. That worked. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I haven't played this in a while, man. It's been a while. Hey, hold on. Somebody said something. Hey, Triforce, I have a question for you. Hey, can I pause this game? Nope, there's no pausing. This is a true arcade. Holy smokes. Uh-oh.
You want me to help you out?
Yeah, someone can read me the chat. I can't read the chat at all.
Hey Triforce, I have a question for you. In your opinion, what games do you think should come to the Nintendo Switch?
Why do I always get this question? Like that's.
I don't know, maybe because you have good insight on this kind of stuff.
What games should come to the Switch? Good games.
Personally, I want a Kid Icarus game to come to the
That'd be
Switch.
nice. I already got my wish come true. I was hoping for a Bayonetta. That's happening, so I'm pretty much good. If anything, if possible, it'd be nice to get Dragon Ball FighterZ on there. But I don't think that's possible. I mean, maybe. Who knows? Oh, that'd be nice.
Jeez, I like the Kid Icarus controls in the 3DS. If they ever were to bring Kid Icarus for like the Switch, I don't know how that'd be.
You have two analogs. One analog replaces the touch screen.
Here's a good question. I want to hear this from you guys actually. Would you rather have a sequel to Uprising or like a brand new game?
Why would you do a reboot when it's only been a couple of years?
No, not a reboot, but like a different, like has nothing to do with Uprising. It's not a reboot or anything. It's just like I don't know.
Well, why do that when the first game already established so many good likable characters like Brady and Magnus? Why would you bother making a new game where you have to?
That's not the first game. That's the second one.
About it.
That's the second one, Cyril. That's not the first game.
Yeah. That's what.
I don't know why they would make a sequel though, because like they ended the story pretty damn well.
Sequel
so,
because
like,
they did leave it off on a cliffhanger with Hades.
So has every other game. The villain always comes back. Yeah, they ended the story pretty damn well. But that's
No, I don't want to see just Hades comes back and I want to see like about the.
Oh my god.
I have caught again. That's why.
Oh my god, he's talking over me.
What the aliens.
I don't know if you can hear. But the point is, like,
I wanted to see alien. I mean,
if you watch the entire
so
story,
in Kid Uprising, we see those strange aliens.
Hold on for a second. Two people are talking. Hold on. Speed. Yeah. Hold on. Cat's trying to talk it. You're talking over. You don't know this, obviously, because you guys are both muted from each other. Okay, one at a time.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, ladies first. Go on. Go on, Cat.
Yeah, the point is, as I was trying to say earlier, if you finish the story, Sahil, Hades did come back, but then he was killed, right? By no, sorry, not Hades. Medusa came back and then she was killed.
Okay.
Or no, actually it was Hades. And yeah, and then like the whole story, ended.
Yeah,
I guess.
I played the game. I beat the game over like 8 times, Cat. You don't have to tell me this.
Right. So I mean, like the villains didn't come back. They're dead.
Okay, then you can make a new villain. Like Cat, how many? You're acting like it's rare for a game to get a sequel.
No, I'm just saying, like it ended pretty well. I don't know why you would want to continue off of that. Like that's what I meant.
The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess ended pretty well. Why would you want to continue on that?
Because each link is a different link, a different story. Okay, fair enough. Whatever. I get it.
That's
whatever. But like, if it's Pit though, like he's always been the same. Like if you played like in Kid Icarus Uprising, make like nice references to
just make a new villain. So, I don't know why it's listen. If they were able to establish a whole canon just to fit a boss that was in 2 stages, which was that Helios guy who went into the alien mothership core and then became the new core or whatever. right? If they're able to be that creative for a boss they're only going to use in one stage, then I'm pretty sure the team has the creativity to come up with a brand new story.
Personally, in the second game, I feel like we should go explore
if you actually know about Greek mythology, you'll know there's still a lot of like things.
I know. I know.
So,
like they haven't even scratched the surface.
But there's like only one god of death and like one Hades. And
yeah, but there's other things.
Give Speed a chance to talk. He's waiting patiently. What you saying, Speed? He was trying to tell you something, Silent.
Personally, I do feel like we should, in the next game, they should try to like find out where the aliens came from. Like, we don't really know where they came from or why they tried to come to Earth or whatever. And we should try to figure out what's going to happen with Dark Pit since he can't fly anymore. That's something I want to touch on, what Dark Pit's going to do. Because he's kind of like an anti-hero. Kind of like Shadow now.
Okay, none of these loose plot strings you're bringing up are strong enough by themselves to actually warrant a new game. Like, you can't just... Like,
thank you for the donation. Sorry.
No, it's they didn't introduce those two levels or stages around the aliens because they wanted to be able to have material for the next game. It was literally just a one-off boss. They could find, you're right, they could make another game tackling aliens, but why would you do that when the entire game is centered on Greek mythos? Why would you want to do aliens when they haven't even done 10% of the Greek mythos?
You remember when Pit got that ring on him and he was gone for 3 years, and then after 3 years he beat Hades and everything? We can touch on what happened to the Greek myths during those 3 years, and what Pit's gonna do to go find them, and the aliens did something around that time. We can touch around that.
But why? Why do we need to go back into a story that's done and just find little things that we didn't get to do when they're clearly not important in the grand scheme of things? Why can't we have a brand new story? You know Life is Strange? The game that came out 3 years ago? Yeah, when Life is Strange came out, I bought it, I played it, I watched 5 different Let's Players play it because I wanted to see their impressions, like how they would play through the game. Life is Strange was one of the best games I played that year, right? But then guess what? Earlier this year, they came out with Life is Strange Before the Storm, where you get to see what happens with the one of the main characters in the events leading up to the original Life is Strange. And guess what? It was dog shit because it, at the end of the day, did not change the outcome of the important part of the story. It just gave you a bunch of filler, and that's exactly what you're gonna try to do now. Like, we do not need to...
That could be a DLC.
Yeah, it'd be better off as a DLC than...
It's not that important.
They're not gonna add DLC for a 5-year-old 3DS.
No. I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying that, like, if anything, it could be a DLC. Not saying that they should make the game and make it a DLC.
But I just want an original story. Like, there's so many, like, there's so many things you could do, like the Sea of Monsters or the Cyclopses, or that guy, I forgot his name, who's like
Thanos.
He fucked Zeus's daughter, so he was cursed to whenever he would try to eat, the food would rot, and if he tried to drink, the water would run away or some shit like that. They could have a boss like that or something. There's so many cool things in Greek mythology that they could do in this sequel. I don't want to see freaking aliens.
Another example of that with the whole, you know, like, why would you need to make like a whole game based on what happened before? Would be like Star Wars.
Eric, thank you. How you doing, Triforce? What's going on, Eric? I'm over here playing some classics. Sorry, guys, I don't mean to cut you off. Baraka, Eric, some donations and going.
Oh, it's literally like the Star Wars prequels. How in the original movies they mention, you know, Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker's father. They mention, you know, times, you know, before the Empire and things like that, right? Alright, that's all we really needed to know. We didn't need 3 movies to know what happened. Yeah, we got some insight on Anakin Skywalker and things like that, but guess what? The movies weren't even all that great.
You know what the problem? You know what the problem is? Well, okay. The problem with that is actually the same. Like, the reason why the prequels are like that, and why a lot of prequels.
It's because George Lucas surrounded himself with the yes men.
No. Let me say what I want to say. I'm not talking about just specifically Star Wars. In general, most prequels, except for the Godfather 2 and like a couple other things, right, generally aren't that well received compared to the original source material. The reason that is because I'm gonna use the example of a book to movie adaptation. Okay, when you read a book, because when you read a book, right, like I the main books I read are fantasy, right, like Percy Jackson or Game of Thrones or Hunger Games or Lord of the Rings, right? When you're reading them, before you ever see on-screen adaptation, you build a world in your head of what you would want it to be, right? And because you already have this preconceived notion of what it would be like, and because your imagination can never be matched in real life, whenever you see that happen on screen, it's always disappointing because nothing is how you envisioned it to be. So the same thing goes for prequels, where prequels are obviously built on some information that is given to you from the original source material, but you construct how you would want prequels to happen in your head, not in detail like a movie, but you would basically form a general idea of what would happen, and you would be good with that. You have your own head, per se, of what happened in the prequels, and it's established. And then when prequels actually do happen, and they're completely different from what you were expecting them to be, like if, I don't know, back in 1970 or whatever, when people first watched A New Hope and they saw, Vader was Luke's father and stuff, right? And they imagined what Vader was like as a young Jedi or whatever. They did not imagine Christian Hayden or whatever his name was as the actor. So when they saw that and they saw his acting, it was jarring. That's the main problem.
Alright, I just wanted to say something. Damn it, I got caught in between. Oh yeah, Dwight. So now this is regular R-Type. Dwight was asking whatever happened to that member Compton. Compton, he went on. He had a family, so you know he was good, and that's pretty much it. I just want to read through some of the comments here. I'm just getting me 1 or 2 games on R-Type, guys, before and wait to give everybody a little bit of time to get inside the room and whatnot before I go through the actual motion of certain things. So here, that score sucks. The highest score I've ever gotten in this game in my life was like 500,000 or something like this. Who could translate? Well, nope, not important. I'm just in the chat on hi Jerry. There are so many great Sega games, blah 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 blah. Oh, okay. So,
By the way, the reason why, hold up, the reason why. So here's why I think prequel games do so well as compared to like a prequel movie, or maybe even the books, is because video games are the one medium that can actually match your imagination.
Yes, and you can control it.
Yeah, exactly. You're part of it. You're living.
Well, to a degree, you can only control it as much as the developers.
You can control it more than any other medium on planet Earth.
You can only control it as much as the developers wanted you.
Any other medium on planet Earth. We have Orion. Oh crap, we haven't seen you in a while. 15 bucks on a donation. What's going on, B? I haven't heard from you in Geons. Yeah, Orion. Yeah.
Whoa.
Eons. Thank you for $15 donation, Oren. Which is kind of funny that you guys are donating because, like, we got some stuff to talk about New York. So, I'm going to try to talk to you guys while playing this game because getting back to my R-Type stuff. Hey, Oren, what's going on? Trying to see if I can buy versus Super Mario Brothers at midnight. I'm going to be streaming until a little bit after midnight and whatnot, so I'm going to buy it.
Yeah. Wait, is it going to be all globally released at the same time?
It's already released Japan-wise. By midnight, it should be globally released. And Oren, Black Podra said, what's up?
So, we don't technically have to make the whole game prequel. We can have, like, Pit and Dark Pit doing something, and then it just cuts back to what happened in those 3 years. Because, first off, we still don't know why Dark Pit's working over Greedy. And
but that could also be explained retroactively in the new game.
Why is it so
Wait,
important?
time out. Why do you guys do that? Why do you guys do that? Okay,
you
want Dark Pit to be in the game and have a backstory line. Sahil says he doesn't think he believe it, but you still want it. Okay, fine, you still want it. Why are you trying to convince him that Dark Pit should be in with the backstory, and why does he have to restate the very same thing? He's gonna just tell you the same thing. No, it's stupid. You got that the first time.
Like, the main reason I don't want that is because I don't want them to spend time on a game we've already seen. When again, the main reason not the main reason, but one of the reasons I love Icarus Uprising is because how they were able to take like Greek myths and have a unique spin on it with likable characters, right? Like the in-game dialogue when you're doing the flight sections. I've never played a game that made me laugh like that made me laugh out loud as much as that game. Like,
so question.
That is true.
Can you see Kingdom Hearts becoming like not Kingdom Hearts? Can you see Kid Icarus kind of pulling like the Kingdom Hearts route where it goes deep in the lore and you go to these different worlds, different travel?
Well, it's not different worlds. It would I would want it
to be the same world, but you're dealing with different gods, and it'd be kind of similar to Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, I would love that. I would like that. I would like that.
Let me answer the question first. First off, I was naming off stuff. To be honest, if they explain Dark Pit, I could care less. I'm just naming off stuff that they can put into the game for sale to see. Second off, I was gonna say like maybe we still don't know about Lunar. You don't care about Arlen, but they may bring that up in the future. And then there's also that one lady who gave Pit the Charms thing, you know, the Pegasus thing. I don't remember what that was.
You can also explain that in flashback, though. Like, you don't need to go to.
But why is it important? I'm saying, why would it even be relevant enough in a new game with a new villain to need a flashback just because you're curious?
Now that I think about it.
No, because it's going to be relevant to why if whatever Hades does. Because
okay, but here's the thing. Here's why it wouldn't be relevant. Because they're not gonna make it mandatory for a new Switch game that would probably be released at minimum 2019 if it hasn't been announced yet. Why would they make it mandatory for you to play which would be at that point a 7-year-old 3DS game to be able to understand the storyline for a brand new game? Xenoblade Chronicles 2 takes part in the same universe as Xenoblade Chronicles 1, but that's it. Story-wise, they have no relevance to each other, so you don't need to play the first one to play the second one, because guess what, the first one is 7 years old now.
Be honest, Nintendo could probably just do that if they want to get 3DS sales up, because they still want the 3DS to be relevant.
Right,
so
it's not going to be relevant at 2 years speed.
Just stop. We're stopping. This conversation's right now.
Just drop it.
What's so stupid about the conversation is it's so annoying when people. You know what I really hate? I hate when people go, "This company would do this and make this more money if they just did this and did that." If that was true, you'd be working for the company. Why do people think they know more than what these companies are doing? You don't know what you're talking about. You're basing off of just your point of view only. That's it. It's nothing else. Like, why do y'all think y'all know more than what the company is doing? I
feel like people think that when Nintendo makes a decision about something, it's literally just a bunch of old Japanese guys in a room just talking. It's like, oh, we should do this. Oh yeah, that's good. That's a good idea. Let's do this. But no, there is tons of logistical research that goes into every single decision a company does, and nobody thinks about that.
Can I address one point he said and end it right there? We'll stop talking about this. They do not have to sell the 3DS anymore. The 3DS has been replaced by the Switch. The 3DS is on its last breath.
The 3DS is not on its last breath. Hold on, talk about the 3DS is not on its last breath. No, the 3DS is not on its last breath. The 3DS died a lot. Oh my God, see, I'm getting killed in this game.
Okay, it's already dead.
The 3DS died eons ago. Everything that's happening right now with the 3DS right now is gravy. This is so much gravy. The gravy is literally pouring over the You ever seen like someone take a cup of full water and put it under the sink and you just blast the faucet on and it's just pouring over and pouring over? That's what Nintendo's getting with their handheld. That happened since the Wii U. Actually, before the Wii U, Nintendo's just like someone needs to stop the faucet. Someone's like, please turn the faucet off. You're wasting water.
That's what I'm saying. It needs to stop.
Yeah,
like,
no, but
live this life.
3DS I agree that the 3DS. I don't think it's dead now. I think it'll die in a year because it's still getting enough support from the Direct.
You clearly did not understand what I just said. Clearly, you didn't.
Oh, great. Okay, fine. It's in its gravy stage. Fine. In terms of revenue, yeah, it's in its gravy stage, right?
Yes.
I guess
That's a nice terminology. It's in its gravy stage. It died a long time ago.
Yeah, but I don't think a lot of people realize it. But what Nintendo is doing right now is exactly what Reggie Fils-Aimé said when the DS came out, and then they came out with the Game Boy Advance Micro, saying, "Oh look, guys, we're still supporting the Game Boy line. It's going to be the DS and the Game Boy line." And then shortly after the Game Boy Micro came out, done.
The Game Boy Micro was also the gravy. Like, the Game Boy Advance died as soon as the DS came out.
My man, Nintendo Arcade Archives. This is like gravy. This is gravy train number 6,000? Like what? How many times have we seen Super Mario Brothers? How many times? Like 1 billion times. And it keeps selling. This shit is not... You know what this is? This ain't even gravy. This is called royalties. This is what it is. Shit is royalties. This is Nintendo making up their own royalty section. Hey guys, how do you make royalties on video games that have already expired? Remake them back and rebrand them as classics and resell. Remember when the this shit is so stupid. Remember when Nintendo came out with the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance, and they started to redo the NES classics on the Game Boy Advance, and you had Mario, Zelda, Zelda 2, Mike Tyson's Punch Out, and the whole 9 yards. Like, have you ever thought about it? That was Nintendo selling people NES games on a new system. Think about it. They just resold you something that was 20 years old on a brand new system. Okay, prime example, the NES Mini. Like, are you kidding me? The NES Mini? What the hell? We rebought the NES. The system is 35 years old. We rebought it. Literally.
Hey, you gotta admit, it's a pretty nice little thing to have.
Yes, but what did you buy it for? Because you love the games? If you still have your NES right now... Okay, Triforce has an NES, right?
A lot of people buy it, to be fair, either for collector's items or because they never had an NES.
I have one and I
want to go back.
The majority of the people bought it literally for nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's it.
I got it because I wanted to experience those games I never got to experience.
No, you're the minority though.
You're the random, but the majority of people with the buys and the SNES Mini is like you can download all that shit on your phone and on your computer.
Literally.
True, but if like I don't know, it's just something about having the actual
like listen,
thing.
It's called a nostalgia. That's what we're telling you. It's called nostalgia.
Listen. I don't need to go buy a SNES Classic to be able to play Final Fantasy. I can download it right now on my computer and play it.
You can download it on your phone. Your phones are more powerful than any of your phones are so strong. Oh, this is so stupid.
Fun fact: the first time I played Chrono Trigger was on my phone.
You know my smartphone is more powerful than the new 3DS XL.
Exactly.
You know, I think it's just because people want the authentic feel instead of, you know, like...
There's a word for that. You know, there's a word for that. You know, there's a word for it. It's called nostalgia. Like,
wait. Travis, I have a question, though. I have a question.
Yeah.
Who would buy a 3DS when the Switch came out? Like, who the fuck would even want?
The people who like 3DS games.
No, honestly, here's the thing, Hans. I genuinely believe that if you never owned a 3DS, now is a great time to buy one.
If you never owned a 3DS...
Because you can buy one used for fairly cheap. It's all the premium games that would have ever been on that handheld are out, so you can just buy them now all used for fairly cheap. Or if you want to take the Sahil approach, hack your 3DS and pirate them.
We don't encourage that on the stream, but go on.
Yeah.
We didn't.
EMP does not encourage it. I am just an unethical shit.
We don't encourage it. We're cracking down on this man.
I am just a typical human being.
Alright.
Some people don't like to steal their games from the internet.
But I would have to, like, speaking just to touch base on what Trifler said, I for one, I do it for the nostalgia. I'm not gonna even tell you how many times I've rebought Pac-Man, Donkey Kong, you know, all across the board. You know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of games like that reminds you of your childhood, or you just had fun playing, you will rebuy again across different platforms if it's available.
Sometimes people have to sell their games just in case because of financial difficulties. So then they find out that you can get it again because it's harder to find now than it ever was.
Watch this one. I have a Raspberry, and still, and Ian was like, you want the Super Nintendo? I had a Raspberry and still got the what's the name of this thing? The NES Classic. I have a Raspberry and then still bought a Genesis, the Genesis Flashback. I have a Raspberry and still bought the Super Nintendo Mini.
Yeah, Is it because you don't want to steal games?
No. Oh my goodness, Jesus Christ! What do you mean about that? I have the Raspberry. I have everything already. I didn't need any of those systems. I just bought those systems because it's cool to have the nostalgic.
Yep.
It's a conversation.
I have a question. All right.
And it's also
when
like, and also to hold on, let me finish this thought real quick.
Yeah.
And I'll let you go. And it's also too, like, you know what I'm saying? Say for instance, you know, those of you that decide to have kids, like, so until like before, and this was one of the things I was talking to my husband about. I was like, before we get them anything modern, they're gonna, you know, learn to appreciate, you know, what came before him.
Oh hell
like,
yeah!
You know what I'm saying?
Hell yeah.
And it's also to, you know, share that experience with your children. Like the mass majority of the games that my mom has played and introduced me to, I've played the games that she played back in the 50s and 70s and so on and so forth.
You know, you, Carl, and Sash all have like the same stories. Y'all moms got y'all into games. That's godlike.
And my mom,
you guys,
Nintendo was playing.
I found my mom's Super Nintendo in the closet. That's what happened to me.
Actually,
yeah, my dad did that. My mom gave me hers.
Kids, like my mom was playing.
But, okay, so then I have a question for you then, Hans. I have a question for you, Hans. This is crazy, right? Everybody's mother in here, my girl's mother, yours, Robin, Carl,
mine,
yours. Okay, all of your mothers were into video games. But you know what the stereotype was back then? Women didn't play video games.
Well, yeah.
Bro,
something here is lying. Clearly, there's a lie here. There is clearly a lie here.
Yeah.
I can
that is actually pretty
well,
surprising that all your moms were into video games.
Yeah, my mom bought her SNES from like her retail job at Staples or whatever, and then she bought a GameCube afterwards.
Like I was literally just like
my mom's Super Nintendo was an anniversary present.
We really gotta learn how to talk one at a time.
I had a Nintendo 64 day one and didn't get it till a week later because my mom was busy playing Mario. My parents play. My dad has an Xbox on all that shit.
And opposite of me, none of my parents are like games or at all. It's literally just like
say.
What?
Oh, while my mom was pregnant with me, she hated anything like Mario related.
Oh my
and so,
God.
because my cousins would always be playing it around her,
and
she basically got tired of it, and so she never wanted us. She never wanted us to like play the games, but we still played them anyway.
Very scary.
I remember, Trevor, here's my question. You know how you're talking nostalgia, right? All right. Well, like I told you this earlier when we are talking about the generation stuff. I was born in 2002. All right.
Okay.
I never grew up in that era. I still bought the SNES because I wanted it, and then someone mentioned, "Why would you get that?" And I was like, "Because of the authenticity of it. It's just nice to have it."
Okay. The novelty of it. No, the word you're looking for is novelty.
I was born in 2002. Keep that in mind, right? The earliest I've ever had was a Game Boy Advance. All right, my mom got me that.
Yeah.
She introduced me to Pac-Man, things like that. That's what got me into video games. All right.
Yo,
that was the earliest thing. I've never played the original Mario. I've never played Mario World. Well, I mean, through emulators and things like that, right? So, would that nostalgia factor, would that even include?
We do not condone the usage of emulators.
I never
it would reclude you because you want to play it in an original form. You can play the game in any variation if you wanted to, but you want to play it in its purest form. It's called nostalgia factor.
No, but if you didn't grow up with it, is it really nostalgia?
No, it's not. You know, everybody shut up. Everybody shut up. Okay, the word you're all looking. The word that everybody here is looking for in this conversation that hasn't brought up, which they don't know probably, is novelty. Okay, it's literally the novelty. If you did not grow up with an SNES in your childhood and you want to play the games, but you don't want to just pirate them.
My SNES broke and I grew up with it.
You cannot speak over him when he's talking. Let him finish speaking, then make your comment.
I can never speak.
It is purely for novelty. it is a novel purchase. You're buying it for the novelty of having a replica of the original SNES. But you really could just play the entire library plus more right now if you want.
Okay. I would agree with that, because also to add on to that, what Sahil just said is, you know what I'm saying, like I've always wanted to play like the Ataris, you know what I'm saying, like even though to like this generation that's coming up now after us, you know what I'm saying, they're never fully really gonna understand like the beauty of where games came from unless we introduce that to them.
I'm doing that with
time out, guys. Can we give Ice the floor? Ice.
I feel so bad.
No, it's okay. Keep going. Nah, it's fine.
No, because Ice, now we're laughing because how you said it. You was like, I never get a chance to talk. Like,
dude, it's true though.
It's the way it came out though. Like that was crazy.
It was some Charlie Brown kind of shit.
Exactly. Like I never get a chance to talk.
Good grief.
That's no, go ahead, boo. You got the flow. I'll hold the rest.
No, it's fine.
No, just say it. You have the floor. Just say it.
Yeah, say what you guys say.
Now I've been put on the spot.
Yes.
And I've also forgotten what I was going to talk about.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks.
Okay, well, since you forgot, think about it. So to complete my thought that I had, like, you know, and up until when I met Triforce and joined the team and everything, for me, like, I know a lot of you guys already kind of know the story because, you know, I'm an open book, but I never really got to experience an arcade. So for me, and probably maybe some of you guys in here, our arcades was what? Chuck E. Cheese. You know, depending on what grocery store is in your local area, and they might have had like some arcade machines like right at the front door or in the back of the store, or laundromats. For me, that was my arcade, and I never got to experience that up until, you know what I'm saying, I met Triforce, and obviously we went to, you know, Atumwa, you know, to play in the old school arcade. So for me, I'm just like, man, I missed all of this. So that and like the old school systems, like I want to go back and play everything. You know what I mean?
You know what EMP needs to do as a field trip next year before going to Ottumwa, Iowa? At some point in the spring, we need to go up by Katarina's neighborhood. We need to go to Boston, Massachusetts.
I don't think they have that good arcade anymore.
Fun Spot's
so
still
we
there.
can try.
Yeah,
I think I went there. That's the thing.
Fun Spot's
when I last
still
went
there.
there,
it will never leave.
Yeah,
it is the oldest arcade on planet Earth. 62
right.
years. It's still there now. No,
it's still there, yeah. But when I went there, like I don't think a lot of the classic games are still there.
Nope. They're all still there.
Is it a different one?
Nothing has left.
I could be. Oh, okay.
New Hampshire. I'm talking about New Hampshire. That's where it is. Where's Beast, New Hampshire? It's just that New Hampshire is close to Boston.
Right.
Yeah. So where's Beast, New Hampshire? From Fun Spot's right there. It has 600 classic arcade machines. 600. In fact, one of the arcades that we donated there, Black Tiger, is still standing there, still to this day. Mario Brothers, Mercs, Astro Boy, Space Ace. Ooh, it's got a lot of shit there. But we all should go out there. You guys will. It's an experience, because the arcades at Twin Galaxies when we went down to Ottumwa, Iowa, it's all great, but it's like it's really not, and you can't make the comparison to like the actual arcades that of the days. But it was an arcade still nonetheless. They had the classic games there and stuff like that, but it's just limited. But if you guys go to Where Beast, 600 classic games. Or if we all need to just meet up in the middle of America, or well, the middle of all of us traveling, then we can just go to Galloping Ghosts or Star Wars in Chicago. Galloping Ghosts now is the largest arcade, classic arcade in the world. They beat out Fun Spot like a couple years ago. They got the Guinness World Record for it.
See, I'm fortunate. I have a arcade, so I can literally play.
There are literally no arcades in Ontario. Like Canada, nothing.
You should
we have all the arcades in Florida and Orlando, so that's like 3 hours away from me.
Can someone read the chat? Speed says it's something important, and I can't look at the chat right now.
So why doesn't he say what it is?
I gotta be real though. The only actual classic video game from an arcade that I actually enjoy playing even today is Galaga. I actually don't like any Galaga and Frogger. Those are the only like cabinet arcade games that I actually enjoy.
Speedy said, "Never mind, Triforce."
Thanks.
Thanks, Speed. Anyway.
Alright, well, all this classic stuff makes me want to play Mega Man X. So.
Oh my god. I love Mega Man X. But,
yeah, I've been trying to beat the game because I've...
seriously need to mod your SNES.
Mine?
Yeah, you seriously need to mod it.
Yeah, your SNES Classic.
I don't know, I feel like I don't want to do that, to be honest.
Wow, you can literally just download.
You came back with a $20 donation.
Wow,
to bring it up to 200.
Bought the console.
Thank
you might as well actually get your money's worth and get like 100 games on it, because for 21 games it's not worth your money.
What are some other games on the SNES besides like the main ones that are on the actual mini? Like what are some other good
Mega
ones?
Man X2, Mega Man XD, DKC2, DKC3, Man RPG.
Google is on.
There are not the entire, but like 70% of the SNES library is worth it.
Dazi, what's going on? Thank you, Orion, for that $20 donation, because I gotta start getting ready to get back to Jamaica.
Yeah, you gotta remember the SNES Classic is nothing but an emulator.
Yeah.
So they literally use the same they use the Wii U virtual, like the Wii U virtual console file type.
So I should.
They were able to hack it to change it.
So I should mod it.
Yeah, you should. It literally takes 2 seconds. You download a program, you plug in your SNES Classic to the computer.
How do I plug it into the computer?
If you notice, there's a USB.
Oh, yeah, I have a USB. Is that it?
Yes.
Oh, alright. Yeah.
Shit's easy, man. Got like 100 games.
Yeah, if Hans can do it, you can do it, okay?
What's that supposed to mean?
I'll do it right now.
No. Because Hans was actually worried about doing it himself at the start.
Yeah,
and Hans, was it worth it?
If I can figure...
No, I've hacked things before. I did my 3DS. I did the Wii.
Is if I can do it,
you can do it.
I'll send it to you.
It's literally you click something in a program, it's hacked, and then you just drag files to folders in it.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna do this right now then.
Google, it's called damn, I forgot the name of the program.
I got the links to it.
Do you have the most up-to-date links? I don't know if they updated it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Crap, wait.
You know what the funny thing is? I think the reason it's so easy to hack is because since the SNES is using the same file type as the Wii, and the Wii was hacked, like they were on the NAND firm and everything, they were pretty much able to just transfer that hack over to.
Actually, you know why it's so easy to hack the Super? We had the Super Nintendo was hacked literally day one.
Yeah, because it uses the same file type.
No, it's because it's literally the same thing as the NES Classic. It's the same board, same everything. The only thing difference is that they have Super Nintendo.
Wait, I have a question. Was there ever a Tetris game on the SNES?
Probably, yeah.
Yes, there was. It was called Tetris
right
2.
Now. Okay.
It's called Tetris 2. And then, oh no, the new Tetris, Magical Tetris was on 64.
Yeah, he's not
okay, now I'm good.
Games you got anymore since you got a mod it.
Oh, that's right. Lance won his Super Nintendo in the class. He won his SNES. He won that in a raffle, random.
Mad lucky.
Yeah. Well, just to let you guys know, so I am going to be, I have to start preparing my, my time here in Ohio is running limited, so I'm gonna have to get ready to head on back to Jamaica. You mother.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. I died too early right there. Damn.
And did you see my grades?
Let's try first. Are you gonna try to go to Digicel before you leave?
What do you mean Digicel before I leave?
I'm not Digicel. Magfest.
Magfest, perhaps. It depends if I can. Magfest Con guy got back to me, so he has a badge ready for me, and he said I just got to get there. And that's gonna be hard because I don't.
Do you know anybody who's going who you're in good standing with?
I'm getting good standing with the whole Magfest community. I can always contact them and say, yo, who can I bum a room with? But like, that's kind of yeah, but like, that's kind of bummy.
Not really. If you ask and they're fine with it, it's not really bummy. They can always refuse, and then it's like whatever. But if they're willing to, why not?
No, yeah, I'm gonna try. It would be cool to vlog Magfest. Tell you that much. That would actually be godlike. You guys get to see how godlike Magfest is. People don't understand the level of Magfest.
See, and he said he doesn't want to go, right?
I didn't ask him.
Oh, okay.
Kind of, actually, that would be a good thing to ask him. See what he want to do. But I didn't. Okay.
Yeah, it really would. So.
You the one who brought it up. No.
Okay. Try is heading back to HQ. Yeah, Wesley, I got it. Arian, what's going on? I haven't seen you in a while. Have you been? Oh, he's talking about Baraka. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get ready to start heading back to Jamaica now. I've been out here way too long. Cable bill came in for the months of November and December, and then it's gonna be January. I have 3 whole cable bills I'm gonna have to pay when I get back home. This shit's gonna be like $300 US. This is gonna be a problem. So I'm gonna be streaming every single day from here. I'm gonna be putting up 1 video a day, and I'm gonna be streaming. Yeah, I'm gonna be streaming every single day. Todd Freeman, hey, what's going on? Yeah, Todd, we know you out there. Todd, Robin voted for you.
Hill, this game is nasty though.
What game?
Witcher 3.
Yeah, I told you, The Witcher 3 was the best game of 2016.
This game is nuts. Like
and in my opinion, game of the decade.
Every side quest matters.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they have effort in everything. It is a 10 out of 10 game.
Yeah, this game is sick. I can't let go. I like how
like they don't have bum ass side quests like Breath of the Wild where it's like, oh, collect 55 fucking mushrooms.
No,
look at all that effort put in there.
They're all side quests. Yeah, I kind of get what you're saying. The side quests in the game, they all connect together into a story.
Yeah. That game created a lore and a canon.
Oh, it did. It definitely did.
And this game in 4K at 60 frames per second is
what the hell? What the hell just happened?
Like, this game is 2 years old. This is beautiful. It shits on 90% of things out right now.
I messed up.
Buy the DLC tonight. $10. I don't know why I waited this long to play this game.
Yeah, right.
This shit fucking fun.
Like whereas in other games they would only have what builds the world in the main story. And then everything would be left ambiguous. The stuff that would be normally left ambiguous, they have in the side quests. Yep. Side quests are literally an integral part of the story.
The white asked,
how much is 1 month rent internet? Well, I'm running on fiber optic. It is literally $100 a month. If you round it off, it's about $100 a month.
5 in the morning. Packing your bags already? No.
Are you going to the to be more video featuring EMP members, where they break down the games? Yeah, Jerry, definitely. How do you get out of this shit? How do I get out of this?
Yeah, this game shouldn't be this much fun.
Yeah, as they said, hands.
Yeah, you're right on this one. Give it to you. So a lot of games need to take a page out this game's book for sight and stuff like that. It actually makes you want to do them. We'll find me a chicken and bring it back.
You know how many games I only do the side quests because I like 100% my games, not because they're actually good or enjoyable, or the developers put a shred of effort into.
Oh, I don't do side quests. Games. They're monotonous. Stupid shit.
Okay, I guess we just have to do that. That's the only way I know how.
Triforce.
Yeah.
Todd said, "Did you get to use the slides I sent from the Hall of Fame?"
I'm working on it. I am working on it. Definitely working on it.
What is this?
How many people we have in here? So okay, we have about 18 people watching. So I wanted to give everybody the rundown of pretty much what's going on in EMP. So there's a bunch of stuff that we brought up. Let's get.
Real quick.
I'm waiting for Versus Super Mario Brothers to come out tonight. I want to show everybody the difference of the NES. Yeah, well, it's already out in Japan.
22nd, I thought. Oh, damn, tomorrow's the 22nd.
Yeah, so
I'll have that tomorrow then. How much is it? What, $10 or $7?
Yes, but yeah. And no, does anyone have a $10? What you call it? That thing again? What do you call that thing?
$10 to play Mario Brothers 1 for the 80th time. Why not?
No, what I don't need 10 physical dollars. I need the other
$10 eShop card.
Yeah, anyone has a $10 eShop card?
You know you want to play at hands.
I'm gonna play it for the 1000th time, but you know.
You know what? Nope. I'm looking at you.
Don't want to do that.
I'm trying to talk to you all soothingly.
And you can get it free for Triforce for life with your eShop points. I mean, not your eShop points, your GameStop points. And you can get a $10 thing and then just
using that on something worthwhile.
Well, you saw my grades, right?
Boy, if you say something to me one more time with them fucking grades, why did you offer to give Speed something if he did good in school?
No,
that should just be.
I offered everybody. Speed's the only one that took me up on my offer, so. And
wait, you did?
Grades, so, hey.
I'm just saying that's something he should be doing regardless. He shouldn't need an external incentive to do that.
This day and age.
If I'm taking all advanced classes,
any extra motivation that I can give any black youth to do good and be positive, I'll do it. Even if it's got to pay them. Because then as a black youth doing something positive is like a fucking unicorn. So, literally it's the truth. So if I can help out by monetizing the situation, then I will. Plus, Speed's a fucking hustler. And I know Speed's a hustler, so if it talks about anything with getting money, Speed's going to get on it. That's the thing. I give Speed a lot of shit, but when Speed's
giving a little bit too much credit.
When Speed's like 18, 19 years old, trust me, Speed ain't going to be no broke-ass, bum-ass dude, because Speed's all about getting that money. And he'll grind and crawl through the bullshit to get it. So,
and truth be
told,
give him
a lot of shit, but Speed is hungry, and that's why.
Right, and truth be told, other than kids out of our younger up and coming generation, Speed is one of the hardest working in this group.
Yeah, he's annoying as shit, but he works hard.
Exactly. So I don't want to hear none of that shit from none of y'all in this chat right now.
Okay. Oh, I found something now. Yay! Haven't seen this shit in a while. Oh yes, when I get back home, I'm gonna be playing video games with Mrs. I'm gonna be playing Pac-Man. I'm gonna be playing Pac-Man.
And Bubble Bobble?
Oh, that's ASAP. As I touch down, Bubble Bobble ASAP.
He said ASAP. He's gonna land. He's not even gonna put the tarmac. It's over.
Straight.
Doesn't even go through the door as soon as he's in the airport.
Straight puzzle, bobble, bubble, bobble, all of that, B. You see what I'm playing right now?
Yeah, I'm just saying though, this is cross my area. This is a throw. I'm like coming to the dark zone back here. She a throwaway. I don't want throwaway. I mean, not throwaway, but you know, like she's.
Oh, we got another $6.66 donation from Miss. About time you're back on. And and The Last Jedi, worst Star Wars movie ever. I'm gonna have to disagree with you, right there, Miss.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that hate it. A lot of people loved it. Like,
I have to disagree with you, Miss. It's not the worst Star Wars movie ever, honestly. This is the thing with the game This is the thing with Star Wars that people have to take into consideration. It is not for this generation, and that's just a reality, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, you know, it not being for this generation. But you can't really, like, we really gotta like, we're just holding on to it. Oh, thank you, Metalman. We're holding on to it too much. Okay, there's so many scenes in the movie that were actually cool. I'm from the old generation, but I'm not a Star Wars buff. So when I went into the movie, when I went there, I didn't have any expectations of it. I looked at it more like a Battlestar Galactica. That's how I was looking at. Okay, we have a space movie, Star Wars. Let's see what they got. That's pretty much how I looked at it, and that's why I wasn't disappointed. I understand the Star Wars fans were looking for something far more than that, but I like, come on, you know better, Miss. What were you expecting in this millennial age? Like, come on, you were looking for problems, B. Like, if you was expecting something great, I don't know what you was looking for, but you was not getting it.
You're not gonna get nothing great from Star Wars, period.
Like, I mean, but Sahil had put it perfectly earlier, though. You know, it's a lot of times that, you know, I don't always agree with Sahil when it comes to certain things, but he hit it right on the nose. Like, if you are a fan and you like looked at the comics and read the novels, books, and so on and so forth, you already have this picture in your mind of what that world is going to be and your expectations of it. Okay, come on now. It's Hollywood. They're going to Hollywood it. Is the movie version is never going to be what it's intended to be originally, unless there's going to be a team of people that's going to make it exactly how it's written out. And so far, I haven't seen a movie adaptation of that even comes remotely close to any of it. And that also goes for The Walking Dead.
Tell them.
But I appreciate it. I appreciate it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't hold it up to high expectations.
No, that's how you get disappointed in this day and age. Like, it's like, no, but see, the thing with Mist is Mist. He's a film critic, so for him, you gotta have like, there's a certain standard he's expecting, and
Star Wars, that last one, upon second viewing it, it's not that. I can see where he's bitching about it at, because it's not that good.
Yeah, I can see why people think it's not that good. It probably isn't. That's the reality.
Yeah, on second viewing, once your nostalgia glasses are gone and you watch it again, it's like, this could have been cut out. This could have been cut out. This was stupid. This is pandering. Like, play this one. Sahil sees it. He's gonna rip it apart.
Of course, I can see Sahil ripping it apart.
He's gonna rip it apart. Like, I already know what part he's gonna rip apart too.
Is The Last Jedi gonna be the Breath of the Wild of video games? Everybody loves it, but it's actually really dog shit.
You're gonna rip that shit apart when you watch it. You're gonna be upset watching. I'll tell you that right now. I already know you. You expect way too much out of life, so. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, hey, I expect a lot, but guess what? The Witcher 3 delivered.
So you expect to have you a badass chick with big ass real titties, the fat ass can cook, can do credit, all type of shit. You don't think realistically. That's how I know you're gonna watch it and gonna be like, yeah, this sucks. I know you. But even I said it upon second view.
Auron said 444. Uh-oh, here we go.
Triforce, can you hear me?
Oh yeah, series is yes. Okay, what's going on?
No specific spoilers because I still haven't seen the movie yet.
I'm not gonna say any spoilers in respect for people that did not see the movie, but here's one way I'm going to sum up, so hopefully Triforce can understand where I'm coming from.
Okay.
the way how the Last Jedi was treated, the way how you described it, right? How it's for the new age, right?
Yeah, it is. It's not for the.
Hear me out though. You know how the young generation were trying to wipe out the gods of gaming, such as you and everyone else?
Oh, say no more. Say no more. Say no more. I see where you're coming from.
Now you see where I'm coming from, right?
They did do that in that respect. They did that very.
Damn.
Yeah, they disrespected the legacy.
The thing is like certain parts where they took Luke. I'm okay with it, but there's one outstanding thing that they did.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, whoever knows what I'm talking about, I'm gonna say this right now. It is to describe what it is, but one thing to describe it is character assassination to the
max.
Are you talking about the part where? Wait, no. I'm not gonna say. Are you talking about the part where the new Darth Vader guy?
Yes, no, that's it. That's
enough. Yeah, actually, I want.
No. You don't need anything else.
I'm not gonna get. I'm saying something else. I actually was wondering about that because I'm not a Star Wars head, but I do remember watching the film, and I was like, why did they make that about Luke? I never got that part.
There's one thing is that you have to understand is, okay. Let me go on my little my podium, and I'm gonna just start
preparing for your orgy now, motherfucker.
So, the way how Return of the Jedi ended is that Luke.
Fuck you going?
That Luke, he rose to the occasion, and he rose above everything.
Yeah.
Right. His one goal was he risked it all just to do what? To redeem his father. To redeem his father. And then that BS that happened in the last Jedi it's unacceptable. That is not Luke. And you know what? Even Mark Hamill went on record saying that that's not my Luke Skywalker.
He did?
Yes.
Oh, damn. That's why. Okay. You know something? Something kind of made sense because I was talking to Carl, and Carl was like, Mark Hamill at first did not want to do it, but Disney gave him enough money to do it.
No. The thing is that there's one thing you have to understand about Mark Hamill is that he is a professional. He's an actor. He will do what the story needs him to do. He said that so people are like a lot of fanboys. No, sorry, you know what? Sorry. Let me wipe out that word. A lot of fans.
Okay.
Felt that okay, sorry. I'm just so wired by this shit. Okay, so let me back. Yeah,
I know exactly why you're so pissed.
Okay, so he told Rian Johnson, director, he says, I fundamentally disagree with what your decisions about Luke. And of course, Mark Hamill goes on to say that, but then again, eventually he won me over, and he was right. But the thing is that, see, people keep using that as their crutch for their argument, right? They're just saying like, he went back on it and said that he was right. But then he went on to follow up with almost every interview he goes on, he would bring it up saying he doesn't agree. And sometimes he doesn't even end the interview saying, but Ryan was right. Sometimes he would just leave it like, I don't agree. I just And then in one recent interview where he says, but you know what? It's not my movie anymore, or blah blah blah. Like, it's for the new generation, and I just had to do with what serves the story. Okay. And then he ended off with, but I still don't agree. Like, I still find a hard time agreeing with it. Okay, so, but yeah, like that. Like, think about it, man. Mark Hamill, who pretty much owns Luke Skywalker in a way, he disagreed with it. So, yeah.
I get what you're saying. They definitely disrespect him.
It's not just. But like,
it was disrespect, bro.
That is my main problem because Luke, for me, as I was growing up, he is the ultimate hero. Freaking.
Well, that's what I meant when I said it was disrespectful.
Exactly,
because
right? It's
everybody who grew up, it was a complete. See, if I say too much, if we say too much, it's gonna spoil it. But when I say it's disrespectful, it's because it disrespected everybody. Like me, I'm not a big. I like the Darth Vader. I'm always an Empire fan. I like the bad guys. But anybody who grew up and grew up with the character, it's like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's a big what the fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you watch Ninja Turtles, and then all of a sudden the Turtles just do some fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
or the Shredder becomes a good guy.
Yeah, something like that. Actually, that's exactly. You know something? That's so close to what happened. Actually, that's exactly what happened.
No, okay, no more spoilers, please.
And you gotta play. Is it Mario kidnap Princess? And you gotta play as Bowser in the next game. Like what? Like nah.
No. More better yet. It's imagine it like this. Okay. Link defeats Ganon, and some new evil arises, puts Hyrule in despair again, and then Luke runs off, and then he starts taking the Hyrulean equivalent of a drug. He becomes a drug addict because he's depressed. Imagine I did not spoil the movie. I'm just saying.
I was just like you at the edge. You right at the cusp of spoiling.
Right, but like I was trying to say is that like everything that J.J. Abrams, like Disney basically, they basically put everyone back at square one. And the thing is that another crutch that people use in their argument is that, when World War I ended, World War II happened, and then after World War II, it's like they're trying to bring in real life things into this movie. And I keep thinking to myself, oh my god, these people, it's freaking Star Wars. It takes place in a galaxy far, far away. And the thing is that, think about it, okay? When was the last time in our real world where this tyrannical tyrant emperor or whatever like that gets overthrown by his second in command, and then all of a sudden that never happened in real life? So what the hell are you talking about? You can't bring in real life events into a Star Wars story.
I think you just accidentally spoiled
the movie. Shut up! Go on.
Right.
No, I didn't spoil anything.
You didn't spoil anything.
The
Force
Okay, I'm leaving this.
Shut up! Go on. He's not giving anything away.
Yeah, he really did.
No, he didn't.
Hold on, wait. I have an answer to that. The last person to do that was Adolf Hitler.
What?
Next subject.
Anyway, go. Okay. You ever notice something? No one would know what a spoiler is unless you actually mentioned it. So he's not spoiling anything.
I didn't spoil anything because I'm going off of what happened in The Force Awakens. Everything was established where there's a new rise. There's the First Order.
Exactly, which I didn't even know until I saw it, because I didn't see a Force Awakens. Just
I got one thing to add. I don't know if I was the only person that's got it through watching the new Star Wars movie. Are they trying to make the First Order the new Nazis in the Star Wars
That's
universe?
Pretty much what I got.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. You know how the original Star Wars is supposed to be based off the Revolutionary War?
Yeah, I get it.
Exactly what they're doing with The Force Awakens, this newest trilogy.
It's like, damn, they might as well just do that on Hitler's side.
Or also you gotta keep in mind is that when Disney pretty much took over, we hardcore fans and people that know their Star Wars stuff, I already knew that was gonna happen. So when I watched it in the movie theater, I was like, interesting. That's all I could say.
These new movies are being made by committee. It's made by the studio now. It's not made by one driving force.
They're trying to do it like the Marvel, trying to do the Marvel thing, and I don't think with Star Wars they should do that. Because I think with Star Wars, it's all about great stories told by one singular universe. I don't think you should just spread it out all the way through. I think you should have kept J.J. Abrams with it.
Like, it's the moment you handed over to Disney, he could have at least appointed one person to be that guy, is it Kevin Feige, the one that's like
quality control.
Say, okay, this is how it's gonna be. George Lucas handed the reins over to me, but it's of course under the Disney umbrella. But you know what? I'm gonna be the godfather to the storyline, to keep everything in one direction rather than hand it off to so many other guys. It's like that's why there's such a, all the stuff that was set up in the Force Awakens. When you see in the Last Jedi, you're like, what happened to all the stuff that was mentioned?
Yeah, that was the biggest thing with me. I was like, y'all set up the Force Awakens. I expected the next one to be crazy. And to me, I think that's the biggest takeaway I got from the movie. That everything that was set up in the Force Awakens, it's kind of like the new guy was just like, fuck you, J.J. Abrams, do what I want. Instead of just working with some continuity and making it epic. I think like the guy took his ego a little too far. It was just like,
I'm gonna do my own shit.
Yeah, pretty much. Instead of doing it for the good, because if he would have did certain things in that movie would have been godlike. If he could have just if he would have saved the end, because the end was the end. The end was the worst part of the movie for me. How they ended it, and I'm like, they just would have not been a punk and show some respect to the elder characters. The movie would have been godlike. To me, he fucked over everything. They just like. So much shit I want to say, but people ain't seen it, so we can have a real in-depth discussion. Right. My God.
We're talking about the new Star Wars that came out, 8?
Yeah, the lane.
Oh, you don't even know. I have so much to say about that.
Yeah, like I really want to wait till everybody sees it so we can talk about it. Because upon first viewing, I liked it, but when I watched it again, I was like, I don't like this too much.
I would say, like, let's revisit this conversation in another like.
In a galaxy far, far away.
Yeah. But overall, like, I mean, okay, so to add on to that, you know that's what I mean. Like, obviously, that would be logical and common sense. But what is going to make money? With them doing it the way that they're doing it, they're gonna like rehash and remake and do a lot of stuff. And you know what's the prime example of that? Planet of the Apes. Prime example.
That's a good example. Done well.
Yeah, that's done well though. Well, the third one was kind of but
in my opinion, Planet of the Apes only did well because its new origin story continuity changed everything. It gave you a sense because of Caesar and Caesar's origin story. It gave it like you really could resonate with the new Planet of the Apes.
Right. But but like you do like, I mean, essentially it's pretty much the same thing that George Lucas tried to accomplish because, like, you know, he started towards the end and then went backwards. Kind of did like a Quentin Tarantino thing.
Yep.
And that's why I was like using Planet of the Apes as the perfect example of how, you know, it could have been. Now, if we take it to the next level in the realm of gaming, Destiny. Oh my God.
Oh Lord Jesus, Destiny.
Oh my God.
Robin, let's not go down that rabbit hole tonight. Let's not. Fuck that. I love that game, but fuck that game.
Towards the end of Destiny 1. Like, you know what? Bungie.
Season 1, are you talking about Vanilla Destiny or Taken King Destiny?
Taken King. But it seems like towards the end of the lifespan of Destiny 1, it seems like, okay, Destiny 2 is gonna be the bomb, right? Right? No. It's like they took everything that they learned from Destiny 1 and they looked at it.
Fuck it.
Nah, I'm gonna ball this up and throw this in the garbage.
Exactly what they did.
And I'm like, bruh, for real?
Robin, I knew that game was bad when I got an exotic within 2 missions. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the? You had to earn these bitches. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
I like it. It's just too easy. It's too fucking easy.
I liked Destiny 2. I really do like it.
And they made it for casuals. That's why I don't like it. I like it. I still play it.
That's Sanford's entire point about today's games.
Yep.
They're not making them for, that's because I put out a tweet review, right? Hey, thank you, Mikey Blake. Oh wait, Mike Kyle Blake. Yeah. But that's my entire point. That me personally thinking, I didn't think it was a bad Star Wars movie because I didn't look at it like Star Wars. Because in this day and age, real Reynolds, I don't look at anything in the eyes. I have no expectation of anything good coming from this generation for anything. That's my mentality, so I'll never disappointed. Never. Anything Transformers, what's the name of this other movie? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. No, I'm not looking for nothing. I don't expect nothing because I know they're gonna mess it up. Triforce, what do you think about them doing a Zelda in today's time? Excuse me? No. Don't even make the attempt. Don't. They're not gonna get it right. Don't. Leave it as a video game.
Well, you also understand this generation is just copying all our shit. I hate to say it, but everything that's coming out, it's literally the 80s all over again. So,
What the hell am I
even
doing?
with the games, Look at Cuphead.
Yeah.
That's a game ripped straight from Nintendo. Not even Nintendo, from the arcade.
It's a bunch of games that they stole to. The 4 games that I said Cuphead stole their concept from. So I found out from Jermaine that the interview gave me the interview from the people who did the actual Cuphead series. It's literally the 4 games that said they were stealing.
It's literally what we said.
I was like, oh, okay. Well, at least they know the origin.
But look at the heavy push of the indie game scene. Just look at what the majority of the games is coming out. It's the 80s, it's the Nintendo area. I mean, the big AAA games, that's different. But all them games are costing, $50 to $60 million to make. But I'm talking about the majority of the games that are coming out now. Fucking 2D, 2.5D games from the Nintendo Super is literally, the time is just repeating itself, man. VR, we had VR back in the fucking 80s and the 90s.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We were younger. It was
Does that really?
We had 3D.
Does the Virtual Boy really count as VR?
Yeah, let's be real here. Like, that's one thing that kind of.
What are you talking about? You guys are taking concepts that we originated and just perfected it.
That's all you're doing.
Well, technically,
So
that's just
no. But yeah, exactly. History always repeats itself. When you ask that question, do you really consider it to be VR? You know what you're saying? Do you consider Twin Galaxies to be esports? That's literally you're literally saying the same thing. Like, yes, you're
VR in the 80s, my nigga. Back in the day, you could play VR games, and they was crappy polygonal crap. But everything it's doing now is just updated versions from shit from the 80s. Literally,
take into consideration nothing. Take into consideration that nothing. Oh, Trifles, what are you doing? Nothing can be done without. Oops, I don't think I'm gonna.
Relying on something we've already done.
Okay, are you guys still talking about Star Wars, or are you guys done?
No, we stopped talking about Star Wars eons ago.
It's just like, it just sucks that like it's impossible in this day and age for somebody to, if a big movie comes out, if a big movie comes out, right? You pretty much have to go out of your way to pre-order tickets and watch it opening weekend, or else something's gonna get spoiled. Because I'm gonna be honest, and this isn't directed towards anybody specifically, but you guys are really shitty at talking about movies and not hinting at stuff.
Okay, all right. So wait, whoa.
And hinting at the point where you know exactly what happens. Because listen. From everything you guys have said, listen. Wait.
Hans, let him say what he says. Let him say what he has to say. Let him say.
From everything you guys have said, right? I've already pieced together this, and don't confirm whether it's true or not, but I guarantee you it's okay? So, Leia does some crazy shit at the end of the movie. She doesn't die.
You're wrong, or right off top. I'm going to confirm that for you, because that means we didn't spoil anything for you. You're 100% wrong off top.
Exactly. You have no idea.
And two, you spoil shit consistently. You actually go out your way and reveal.
Who do I spoil?
No. It's a good thing. No, time out. It's a good thing he got it wrong. He thought we spoiled something.
But that was just one thing. That was just one thing.
No. Trust me. You're way off. It's not just one thing. You're way off.
You're nowhere near the bar.
Yeah, you're nowhere near the bar. In fact, you're on the opposite. Yeah, he's right. Yeah, I'm right. He's on the opposite side.
Look. Here, this is all I can tell you. Everything.
No, don't tell. No, see, that's the problem. Don't mention it.
I'm not gonna say a spoiler. I'm not gonna say a spoiler.
Don't even hint him. Just let him. He's happy to know that he's completely wrong.
All right.
Trust me, he's happy to know he's completely wrong.
No confirmation on spoilers is the best thing you can do.
But I want to talk about something else, though. All right, so we gotta get into this, because this is something this pisses me off. What the fuck is wrong with you guys in this generation and this spoiler shit? Who gives a shit? Like, will y'all man the fuck up and stop? Don't spoil me. What do you mean, don't spoil you? Like, I don't want to know. I want to find out on my own. Like, Why?
Spoilers every time y'all watch it.
Because like, what's the point of playing or watching a movie if you know it's gonna happen?
The experience. You're supposed to be watching and playing.
But
No, hold on. Wait,
I'm
answering. I'm answering. No, you're not. No, I'm answering the question. When you guys, because especially this generation does not do anything for the experience. This generation does everything for affirmation or affirmation. I have to affirm it. Why don't you experience it? You have some people are like, yo, you need to act professional. Why act? Why not be professional? We're in an age where we are so full of shit about ourselves. We don't do anything real. We don't. Everything we do is fake. Oh, this computer is so full of shit.
Well, I mean,
let me say
wait. Oh, never mind. Go ahead.
Okay. The thing is, okay, I get it that the majority of it is the experience. Even if you know what happens, you still want to have the experience of seeing how it led up to that and whatever. It's the same logic as why in Romeo and Juliet they decide to spoil that both of them die in the opening monologue, right? But it's perfect example, okay? Growing up, I like not to say I'm old or anything. I'm only 18, but like when I was younger, I was super into Harry Potter. I was only watching the movies at the time, and I was planning on going back and reading them after, which I did. But going into it, right, pretty much every single Harry Potter movie, except for the first two because I was way too young, I watched like within the first 2 weeks. They were in theaters and stuff, and each and every year a new one would come out, right? So it would be like not the highlight of my year, but I would be excited for it every year, right? And then with the Deathly Hallows Part 2, which was the final movie, it was not one spoiler, and it wasn't from one person. It was over the course of like 5 months, with the amount of ridiculous hype that was generated for Harry Potter The Deathly Hallows Part 2. It was so hard, like in multiple occasions, one guy at summer camp, somebody at school, on the internet, all 5 major plot points of The Deathly Hallows, or all 5 big surprises of The Deathly Hallows, were all spoiled for me going into that movie. So I watched the movie. The movie was a good movie, but I was just sitting there. There was no excitement, or there was nothing that when it happened, I was sucked into it and I was shocked, and it made the movie more impactful for me, because anytime one of those moments happened, I was like, yeah, I already know this. Right? So it does diminish the experience.
But okay, so here's the thing. So let me give you guys
before you
give your point. Yeah, go on.
I mean, I honestly don't like spoilers. I don't think anyone likes spoilers because it's entertainment, and whether or not like people enjoy things differently than others, I guess. And like if it's like your entertainment, it's like people like enjoy their
perfect example. Some people like playing video games, and some people like looking at a tree stump for 5 hours on stream.
I mean, for me, it's completely different. Is it okay to talk about Star Wars 7? Is that fine now?
For me, a part of the experience is the element of surprise.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Surprise. And like when there's like no surprise and you know what's gonna happen, or someone hints at it, it's like what's the point anymore? Like that's probably not the biggest point, but like the biggest point in the movie. But like we're probably gonna like overlook something else if we like didn't already know this something. But like I like to figure things out on my own. I know it's dumb or whatever, but like I personally enjoy like figuring things out on my own without like having others tell me what it is, or
At all. The best
what to expect.
Best way to describe it is imagine back in Empire Strikes Back, okay? I swear to God, if someone says, "Oh, spoiler," yo, it's a freaking 30-year-old movie. Anyways, it's like that reveal when he says, "No, I'm your father." Like, imagine being spoiled on that, and you're like, "What?"
Oh my God,
dude! Did you know that in that scene they didn't tell any of the other actors about that?
Oh yeah. I've watched the documentaries. But the whole point about the whole spoiler thing is that like people don't want to be spoiled on that because they want to have that impact. They want that moment where like they want that Empire Strikes Back moment where they watch it and then all of a sudden the antagonist drops this bomb on this person, and all of a sudden his paradigm is completely shifted. And he's like, not only is he shocked to the revelation, the audience is also shocked to the revelation. You know.
Question. Question. Who is watching the stream?
I am. Right now.
Nope.
Everyone,
Why do you ask?
Everyone needs to turn on the stream.
Right.
You need to turn it on.
Just do it.
Alright, it's on. It's on. I'm looking at it right now.
1 second, my computer slow.
You're new to this, Mist, so when you see what we're showcasing, you'll get it.
Okay, I'm looking.
No, what? Everybody just needs to like watch.
I'm currently unable to see what's happening.
I just see a bunch of pixels. I don't know. I don't understand.
Okay. I just want everyone to say, "All right, yes, Triforce, we're all watching the stream."
Yes,
right,
we're all watching.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I'm watching it too now.
Does anyone know what this game is?
Nope.
No.
Is it Snake?
All right. I'll give everyone a hint. I'll give everyone a hint. This is the game no one wants to get a world record on.
Oh, is it the I want my
mommy?
This is I Want My Mommy.
Oh my god.
How do you even play this?
Oh my god.
Dude, are you gonna set the world record in I Want My Mommy?
I want to show you guys something about this game.
No, wait. Why is it playing itself?
That's the funny thing. I just turned on the game and just put down the controller just so you guys can laugh at it. And I noticed I'm getting points for standing in the same place my character was born in.
Wait, what? Oh my god!
I have not done
this guy is so sad. Rudy,
Wait, so he got a world record by just being AFK?
Yes.
Time out. I just got that. That's the second time I got hit, but I'm looking at my lives at the bottom. They have not moved, and my score is still going.
Maybe you're just like 3 hits and then 1 life?
Perhaps. Let's find out. Can someone go on Twin Galaxies and find out what the world record for this game is?
It's probably Max. Let's see.
I'm gonna go back and edit the stream.
Hold on. I have an account. Give me a second. I don't want to be the man who flips.
Actually, I have the back of the box downloaded on my phone. Let me read you what this game is about. Poor Teddy.
I just found out the pattern to this. I'm gonna wait till he dies, and if he dies, I already know how to max the game out.
Oh no!
And if Rudy doesn't have the game maxed out, someone needs to get an Atari flashback.
It's based on points. It's based on percentage completed.
Oh, by the way, Triforce, I just want to say, I watched the video where Sandy is talking about Ryu in Street Fighter 5.
Yeah.
My heart broke, man. Rip.
Poor Ryu.
R.I.P.
He's out of the game now. I can't believe it.
So sad.
How could they take the guy on the front of the box out of the game?
Yes, I know.
False advertising.
Which game and which difficulty?
Street Fighter 5.
No, my mommy.
I don't know. I just turned on the game.
Okay, I'm gonna read you the back of the box of I Want My Mommy. Okay?
No, don't read the back of the box, please. I'm trying to find out the score. Because we're trying to find out the score for the game. So, yeah.
For use with the turtles.
Well, what's the score, Zuru?
Game 1 difficulty B. It's 1160.
1160.
And there is a video.
And game B. No, and what's the other option?
Game 1 difficulty B.
Okay, so how many variations are there?
Just emulator and console itself.
Those are the only two.
Game 1 difficulty B. That's
Game 1 difficulty B, right? And you got the emulator one. Which score did you read? The console or emulator?
Both. They're the same. 1160.
1160.
Oh my goodness.
So what
it's a perfect score.
A perfect score of 1160? So what am I looking at here?
5330.
More than 1160?
Are you sure it's 1160 or is it 10,060?
No, 1160.
Huh.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, I want my mommy community is slacking.
So what am I looking at? Why? So are you
just beat the record?
But I have not. I have not played this game. I did not.
Which difficulty it is?
I don't know which difficulty. Is there any other variation with any other difficulty?
No.
Then there can only be Okay, now reading the box is important.
It's not just the score. It's the
okay.
of the game.
The back of this box doesn't actually like say anything like at all. It says it's one player, but it doesn't say if there's a type A or type B. It's just a description of the game.
Okay, fine. And the other person said it's the completion of the game. Someone was talking about the completion of game. Who was that?
That was me. It's the score and the percentage of the completed of the game.
A score and the percent, and that's what you're reading on Twin Galaxies? Hello?
You can speed run in this game?
Wait, hold on. But I'm trying to figure out something right now. Like you said that there's a.
Oh, maybe it's not high score, but low score.
That's actually an interesting concept, but I highly doubt it.
They kind of did a similar thing with Super Mario Brothers, like we've gone over before.
Yeah, like
Yeah, I'm looking at this game, and people are like flexing 1,340.
No, it's not the lowest. Wait, what?
Well, if the score constantly goes up,
it is the lowest score because it is the lowest score. It's the
What is this game?
It's the lowest score. Oh my God, what is this?
So wait, does it say that in the description on Twin Galaxy though?
No, it's the lowest score. I'm looking at. Where's the jump? Where's the jump button here?
Because like the reason why I asked that, remember a while back he also did a world record on the squeegee Fiji face with Donkey Kong.
I'm trying to jump. I'm pressing all buttons. No buttons working. How do I move
there's
up?
only one button on an Atari controller.
Okay.
So just figure out what the one button is.
I'm pressing every button here. No buttons are working except for the D-pad. Wait, what? How did I get...
Maybe...
What is
Wait,
this?
is it side-scrolling?
What is happening here?
So that means up?
Did you just climb?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's that kind of game.
What is happening here?
Oh, I'm gonna look up. There's a video I just saw. Where someone's
So
playing it.
apparently, you're playing as Teddy. He's had a very bad dream, and he wants his mommy. So, you're steering him up. You're steering him towards the magical Stardust ladders. You're trying to help him avoid the nasty dream demons.
Yeah. I get that. I get that part.
Yeah. He's placing down ladders.
Go up.
Huh. The graphics are anything but kids stuff.
What? Oh, this isn't about going up the ladder. This is actually about these dots on the floor.
What's going on with your game? It's like glitching out now.
No, it's not glitching
Atari,
out.
don't ask.
What if I fall off? I can't fall off. Okay. You see
This is one of the most interesting games.
What happened to me? What? It's about getting these.
Maybe this is secretly a gem that we've never heard of before.
No, this is not a
This is far from a gem.
I've definitely never heard of it before. So.
This shit is hot rubbish. That's what
This is from the Stone Age. I'm not.
This is what the Flintstones were playing in their house.
No. This should be the equivalent on Atari of Cheetah Man.
Cheetah Man looks more playable than this.
Dude, if the little guy can just make it up a couple of big mountains, he'll get a big bear hug.
What?
That's on the back of the box.
Oh my god, wait, yeah, I'm looking at this gameplay and it's like so confusing.
I'm just smashing buttons whenever I get next to them things. I see what the game is about. Okay, see this. Okay. All right, so I hit. Oh, yep, that's it. I made it to level 2. I'm just smashing buttons. Alright.
Do people actually enjoy playing this?
Rudy does.
It's his favorite game. I mean,
Okay,
again,
well.
how do you diss a guy with the world record and I want my mommy?
I'm coming for your record, Rudy. I'm coming for your record. I'm coming for your record, Rudy.
I'm coming for your record. Better watch
I'm coming
out.
for your record, Rudy. Hey.
One less on console gamer of the year.
I'm coming for your record. I'm coming for your record, fuck ass. I'm coming for your record.
Ricky.
Do you really want that on your record or on your achievement list?
No,
Like,
I'd kill myself.
I want to see you do it though.
It will be funny.
It really would be.
Force, I just wanted to tell you that finally beat Zelda with all the DLC. Well, I beat I beat the DLC first and then beat the main game. Oh my god, it was so amazing, man! Holy crap!
I'm still waiting to hold on to this. Did you see what I was just playing a second ago?
Yeah, I did.
You know, I feel my soul chipping away.
Triforce knows that if he got the world record in that game, he would have never been able to live it down.
You couldn't pay me to take the world record for this game. Like, are you kidding me? Like, what?
All right,
What are you
chat.
talking about? Best Atari game of all time.
Let's start donating. Let's reach $20, and Triforce will try to get the world record.
No,
guys, if
no,
we
I
reach
will
$1,000,
open up my PayPal and literally refund all donations. Look, what the hell?
Just
happened to
imagine the
Atticus
satisfaction of just telling.
somebody quickly donate $500 and tell him to beat I Want My Mom.
If we get $1,000, I'll go for the record.
There is
No, don't even.
Really
It's not even
want to do
worth
that?
it.
Do you really want to do that? That's oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
let's play a game. What game? I want your mommy.
Oh my goodness. I feel like slapping myself for like what? You know, Game Boy is a very interesting game.
You're just trying to change the subject.
Pretty much. No, this is a true statement. I am trying to change the subject because my brain is. Oh man.
Are you physically unable to handle I Want My Mommy?
What the hell did I just play? What the hell? This shit is crazy.
Did you want your mommy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Triforce.
All you gotta do is make it up a couple of mountains.
Miss was saying something. What you said?
Did you see the trailer for Battle Angel Alita?
Yeah, I saw that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I like Battle Arena, but like, let me start from 0. I don't know.
He's confused. He's puzzled. But
He is no longer able to process anything that's happening.
No, I'm talking about Battle
playing that
Arena.
game.
I'm talking about Battle Arena. I just don't know. Whoa.
I know.
I saw the trailer to it. I don't even know what it's like about. Like
Battle Angel Alita. Battle Angel Alita.
Yeah,
I know it's like some girl that's like a robot. It's like some like
it's some my husband.
yeah, it's some universe where like people don't like robots are being hunted down for some reason, and people are like don't like them. I don't know. That's what I got from the trailer. I never heard about it. I don't know if it's like an original idea or this is something that was made long ago.
It's a really good anime. You gotta watch it. It's really good.
It's an anime?
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
Manga.
My husband just said it was a manga.
Okay,
Manga
so is
anime
this
is
an
the same thing.
Americanized version of that manga?
Perhaps.
Quickly, 1 second, Triforce. If you're putting anything on stream, we can't see it.
Oh crap!
Dang.
It's basically it's an American adaptation of of a Japanese manga anime.
I mean, it looked alright. I don't know about it because, I mean,
a lot of people have issues with the fact that they made they CGI'd the big eyes for the girl.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird.
It's an anime. Big eyes.
I know. I mean, she's supposed to be a robot, so it's like, what's the big deal? I don't know.
I don't know. I've never been introduced to this. This will be my first time seeing anything about this, so.
You should watch it.
I mean, I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll see if it's like it's good. I don't know.
Hey, Triforce,
yeah.
you'll have a better time playing My Mom Took My Video Game than this.
That's another thing I saw.
Oh no, my mom hid my game. I'm sorry.
My mom hid my game?
Yeah, it's $5 it's a $5.40 game on the Switch eShop. It's like a puzzle game.
Is it kind of like that one WarioWare mini game where you're supposed to hide from your mom while you're playing games in the middle of the night?
No, not exactly. It's basically like your mom hid the game, but in order to get to your game, you have to figure out how to actually get it. If that makes sense.
Are you like a child and you're way too short and it's on the top of a shelf or something?
Yeah, you gotta like go find a ladder to go get it. Yeah.
Okay. Don't mention ladders around Triforce ever again.
What's this? Oh, wait, whoa! I like that. I'm sorry, I'm playing. I actually modded the NES and I don't regret it. This is actually nice.
Whoa!
I'm playing Super Bomberman right now. It's really fun.
On the NES?
The SNES.
Okay. Had to make sure.
That's pretty fun.
I would have had to call you out for sacrilege if it was on the NES.
What's the gate thing?
Yo, this game is too funny, y'all.
I would have had to pull off some like second grade awakening stuff on you.
What game are you talking about, Robin?
Mom hid my game. Yo, I literally I cracked open a piggy bank. This is like day 12. I cracked open a piggy bank and I got I guess this is like a hypnotist watch. And grandpa is sitting on top of my game, so I had to hypnotize him so he can fall asleep just so he can roll over and get off my game so I can grab it.
Oh, what the hell?
This sounds like the best thing ever.
It is. It's awesome.
Come on, computer, really? We're gonna do this? Are we gonna really do this foolishness? Cut it out.
And also, too, meanwhile, while you're trying to find your game, your mom is not doing a very good job at hiding herself. So you gotta kind of be careful.
That image right there is an accurate representation of whenever my mom takes away my 3DS.
Wait a minute. How old are you?
I'm 16.
What
the?
Okay.
How old y'all think he was?
You
At
don't
least
sound
20.
like you're 6.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Precisely.
Definitely doesn't sound like he's 16.
Yeah. I guess not.
Wow, a teenager playing with matches. And
Already
doing a
point things. I
cookout.
don't like it. These things horrify me. Okay, they're not good.
Why does it feel like the Game Boy version of Tetris is better?
I've heard a lot of people say that, actually.
That's the one I always played. And I played the Nintendo one a lot, but...
I think at this point, almost everyone who has ever touched a Game Boy has played the Game Boy version of Tetris.
Actually, I've had a Game Boy since I was 7. Actually, not before I was 7. I think it was 5 or 6 or whatever. I've never played Tetris on that.
So here's a funny thing about Game Boy. My mom had a Game Boy in her closet ever since I was a child. I never found it until like 2 years ago, and I was like, what?
You know, I really don't like this government. The shit that they put in the water. The shit that they put in the water.
What? That came out of nowhere.
They're making our children's voices deeper.
That came out of left field.
Are you okay,
Yeah, are you okay?
He's run out of things to say.
I literally broke you.
Right? This is the effect.
He can't recover anymore.
Bring him back to the light.
Oh, trust me.
And this is what happens when you play I Want My Mommy.
I'm okay.
So this is why Rudy Fruity is this way. It all makes sense now. Think about it.
What is happening?
I had started laughing.
I think we've lost it.
Think about it. Would he be the same person if he didn't hold the world record in I Want My Mommy? Think about
What if you beat the world record, you actually turn into Rudy Ferretti?
Oh.
You know, at this point, I don't doubt
You
it.
have to do a world at service and then just take both of them out. It can't be
You see, the thing is, every copy, even emulated, every copy of I Want My Mommy is cursed with the Rudy Ferretti curse. If you ever beat the game I Want My Mommy 100%, you will turn into Rudy Ferretti.
Ew.
I Want My Mommy is literally the type of stuff you'd make a creepy pasta about.
A magical bear made space sliders. The graphics are anything but child-friendly. The graphics are anything but kid stuff. Ironically made by the company Kid Stuff.
I wonder what A-Train really thinks.
He's in here now.
I know.
A-Train, what do you really think?
Wait, Baldwin, about what? I mean, Triforce. What do I really think about what?
Just what do you really think?
When you listen to certain things, like, does your eyes squint and try to make sense of it all, or do you feel like you're in the Twilight Zone or some shit?
Your eyes really squint.
Do you sit there and like, what the fuck am I listening to?
What sits before us is a broken man, everyone.
Shit is crazy.
I just put my headphones on and I didn't know what was happening, so.
You just block it out. See, you're a smart man. Unfortunately for me,
You're smart.
I don't get a chance to
You should have done so long ago.
I mean,
This is why I'm not allowed to speak, isn't it?
No one said you're not allowed to speak.
I'm not even talking about that. I'm just saying this shit is crazy. Oh, you dirty ass computer. That was dirty. And now, oh, okay, you better.
Nobody told you to play that game. What you thought was gonna happen?
Yeah, this is that classic shit. These guys' computers dirty as shit. Okay.
Triforce, are you gonna launch a rocket ship into space using Tetris?
Probably.
I can't wait.
Oh, shit.
I should be able to clean it up.
Family-friendly stream.
My bad. Oops.
I should be able to clean it up, but they could just be dirty. Like right now.
I feel like Game Boy version of Tetris is dirtier than all the other ones with the computer.
The NES is the dirtiest version. That shit is straight filthy. If I can get 200,000, I'll feel good. The highest score I ever got on this, what was the highest score I ever got on this version? Oops. I think it was like 400,000 or something like that. Whoa, I wasn't expecting that. And then you're gonna give me that. Like, can I get a double line? Double line, please. 2. Try first. Oh, yeah, we'll take that.
What was that?
I have no idea.
Assassin's Creed.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, is my thing that?
That sounded like an anime.
Kids in the city running around.
Wait, you mean Assassin's Creed isn't an anime?
My life is a lie.
Hey, 200,000, not bad. My fundamentals are still here for the original. It's not bad. It's very important to be able to have the fundamentals. And the fundamentals is not having to be able to swap out for a line piece or pushing up or any of that garbage. Whoa, wasn't paying attention.
Dang.
Oh, at least I got that though. I'll save that for the square.
JB, apparently season AE of Street Fighter V is supposed to be the game actually coming out, so we'll see.
What?
In your comments, JB said he's mad that you have to wait 10,000 years for Street Fighter V to fully come out.
We gotta wait 10,000 years for the real Street Fighter V to come out.
Yeah, that's what.
Like, this is a nice alpha test, Capcom, but I think I'll wait for the full version before downloading.
Well, Arcade Edition is the full package, so I'll give him that.
Why did you do that? Why did you do that? 200 grand. That's not bad.
I did not hit her. I did not. That's bullshit. I did not hit her.
Oh no!
Metal Mint says a game about finding ladders. The Last of Us.
Bullshit.
Man.
Oh hi, Mark.
Oh hi, Mark.
Man, nothing really is original anymore. The Last of Us is just a ripoff of I Want My Mommy. The fuck, man. Can't believe they would rip off such a classic like that.
Hey Triforce, I'm so glad you're a part of my life. I love my wife so much.
Why? What happened?
No, I'm just reciting lines from the Disaster Artist.
You ever seen that movie, Triforce, The Room?
The Room?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2003 Tommy
It's
Wiseau
literally
movie.
the worst movie.
You have never heard of The Room.
Triforce, you turn off the screen again, just a heads up.
You are missing out on a cult classic.
It's literally the worst movie ever, but also the greatest movie
The
ever.
greatest movie ever.
It's the best, worst movie of all time. That's what
I
they're
watched it and I love it so much.
It's so bad, it's great.
Tearing me apart,
So
Lisa.
funny.
Yeah, we got
It's even better because the guy. It's even better because Tommy Wiseau takes himself completely seriously.
Oh yeah.
Hi, doggy.
Yeah, no one is. Oh, never mind. I lied.
Sounds of death and destruction in the background. I like it. I like it.
Really, you gonna fight me with a bow and I got a sword in front of me? It's kind of embarrassing.
Interesting. I'm looking for something, guys. Okay. Oh my goodness, this is just tragic. What aged? What is there again called Drake and Josh? Like, come on.
Oh my god.
Ah,
Jesus.
Like Custer's Revenge on stream.
Oh my goodness. I think I've become too old. Yeah, I think I'm just.
That might be the case, Triforce.
I think I'm just too old. See, I'm looking at these games and I'm like, is it?
Oh, Cat, what is that Knights of Azure game? What is Knights of Azure?
I don't think I've heard of it.
I
Knights
saw
of
it on
Azure.
Twitch. It's like Fire Emblem kind of. It's like a Fire Emblem Warriors type of game. Oh, shit. It's on the Switch eShop. I saw it. I was like, what the hell is this?
Oh yeah, I'm looking it up right now. I've never seen any game like this before. Well, I mean, like I haven't, like heard of the first or the second game or whatever. Never played it.
Yeah, I thought it was like an anime or something.
Yeah, nah. Red would know something about anime.
Wait, what? What about anime?
Yeah. Knights of Azure.
Never heard of it.
Oh wow. If he hasn't heard of it, it's probably nothing.
No, wait, what's the game called? Wait, what's it called?
Knights of Azure.
Does somebody want to play Fortnite?
I feel like I've heard.
I have responsibilities tomorrow morning. I can't risk it.
Oh.
Okay.
It's a weeb game. I got it now. Even more so than Fire Emblem, but it's also made by Koei Tecmo.
Oh yeah, if it's made by Koei Tecmo, it's definitely like a Dynasty Warriors game.
That'd be pretty good. We'll check it out. I like buying
30% off on Steam. 67% Metacritic. Fun.
Like it's some game where you play like this like a little cat, bird, dog thing, split apart. Like, yeah,
what?
What is it? It's not like something of Ember or something. Oh wait, I'm gonna switch it.
This video is so satisfying.
What video?
I'm watching some guy polish a rusty knife, and it's just wow. It's kind of
Oh yeah, I saw that video.
Yeah, it's called Embers of Miriam or something.
Why are you watching a video of some guy polishing a rusty knife?
Because it was just there, my recommendations, and it just seems kind of cool. And then, like, once I started watching it, I couldn't stop watching it. Just, wow.
It's more like
question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you go to PAX East?
No.
Why not?
Not
It's so
yet.
close to you.
I haven't had the chance to do so. I plan on it.
So, random thing relating to metal that has nothing to do with what we were just talking about. Last time at Boy Scout camp, they had like a metal forging class that was optional. So I just did that and I made a small spoon.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Metal forging is actually pretty dope.
Mm-hmm.
I was the only person in my troop who was able to do it because I was the only one who brought leather shoes.
Oh wow.
What? Why wouldn't they have shoes ready for people?
Because it was the first time they've done it in a long time.
Even still, that's just bad planning on like.
Like basically, it was the camp's 100th anniversary, so they brought back some things they haven't had for a long time. And then like, while they were talking about it, I was like, wait, you have leather working here. Why don't you make like things to cover the shoes? And they're just like, that's actually a good idea.
Oh my
Right,
god.
Alright, we got the whistles out of our system. I'm glad.
The Nintendo Switch.
Just one of those things.
It's just one of those days where you gotta whistle, you know?
No.
No, I mean, if it was
Red.
on tune.
If I had three
Probably.
letters to tell you, they'd probably be KYS.
Huh.
Ah.
I see.
Kill your Sandwich. I got it now.
No, my sandwich.
Okay, well, I could really go for a sandwich right about now.
My sandwich is my favorite.
My sandwich is my life.
That's what I want, some 5, guys.
Oh, that's right. Since I haven't spoken to this about to you guys about Bayonetta on Switch. Oh my god, that's so awesome.
Oh man, can you possibly believe such a thing has happened?
Oh, all they need to do is port over Wonderful 101, Toad's what was that Toad game?
Captain Toad.
Yeah, they need to port that, and then Smash, Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker.
Oh my god, yes.
And some
soon the Wii U will be super obsolete.
I don't want to buy Wind Waker.
The graphics in Twilight Princess and actually do a real remake of Twilight Princess, because that remake was pathetic.
I mean, you want to know why it was so bad?
That was pathetic. That was a.
Do you want to know why the remake was so bad?
Is it because the graphics weren't that different?
No, well, it's because the graphic style that they chose for Twilight Princess is not.
That's
something that can be fixed.
It's called they didn't put no effort into it.
You think they put effort into Wind Waker?
Yeah, they put effort into the
Wind Waker remake. Wind Waker cell shading. It's very easy to make it look better.
A-Train. The graphics. The changes they made to Wind Waker were way more compared to like Twilight Princess HD. Like Twilight Princess HD.
Yeah,
there's like a lot more like the.
Twilight Princess, they just put it in 1080. They just put it in a little HD thing, and that's it. That was a pathetic remaster.
They actually had amiibo support. That's one thing.
That was a for a fucking gunship or meat and hearts. Like it was a
dude, and then you can port over whatever hearts you had in that after you beat the dungeon to Breath of the Wild.
Then I saw it. I'm like, this is bullshit. Like,
I'm actually hoping that if they do put a Wind Waker HD on the Switch, they actually make it amiibo supported.
Yeah, you give me a Twilight Princess remaster.
Oh wait, Wind Waker HD came before amiibo, didn't it?
Hey, come on.
No, like just imagine like a King of Reliance amiibo.
See, that's cool now, but Nintendo's not gonna do it.
What are they even going to? What would they even do in the game? What would it do?
Fucking milking the farm at that point. Like, the people will start complaining about that.
Anyway, one of these days we're gonna learn how to talk one at a time.
Yeah, someday. We got it done one time, but then like
the last time we started talking one at a time, I never got to speak ever, so that was cool.
That was pretty cool. I actually prefer that Ice. We should never let Ice.
Oh, okay, good. It's not like I have anything important to say ever, so.
Discord life.
I'll say that Breath of the Wild, like beating Breath of the Wild, reignited my love for Zelda, and I feel like I want to go through, like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. But the thing is, I can't go back to my 3DS. It's just
the 3DS is trash anyway. So.
Yeah. Well,
no,
my thing. Skyward Sword needs to be ported.
The 3DS is really cool.
Skyward Sword needs to be like, I don't know.
No, hold up.
Not motion controls.
Everyone let hands talk because I think he said hell no, and I need to understand why you are so wrong in like.
I can't be wrong in my personal opinion first and foremost because I spent my $60.
No, you can't be wrong with your personal opinion. There's no. In my book, you're wrong.
In my opinion, that is the worst of the 3D Zelda games.
Which one?
Crazy.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Skyward Sword.
In my opinion, that is the least wanted of a remaster. Is Skyward Sword. That game was fucking tedious as fuck.
Skyward Sword. Hey guys, don't forget to follow me on #. You can check the YouTube.
By the way, Triforce, talking about that. I just spoke to some of the #tip people, and we are willing to give $20 eShop to people who follow the next rules. Is that follow you on #tip by creating an account and everything, and then write something on their timeline with the #Xmax with Empire Arcadia.
Xmax or Xmax?
Xmax, like Christmas.
Oh, Xmas.
We'll get a $20 eShop card for that.
$20 eShop card, and it's gonna be given on the 25th.
Not a problem.
Oh, wow, Merry Christmas.
Go to my hashtag, guys.
Whoever was saying that that Skyward Sword is the worst, you know what? I gotta agree with you because when I watch,
everyone needs to kill themselves right now.
Oh my god. Shane.
You're the only one that would be.
God, the intro sequence was so mind-numbingly boring.
The intro sequence was, oh my god, I bet you're actually crazy. You guys are all crazy. Skyward Sword was actually, Skyward Sword easily top Ocarina of Time for me.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Hey Train, you just stop what you're saying right there.
The story was so good. Zelda was good. Link was good.
See, my only complaint with Skyward Sword was like the art style. I kind of didn't like that. It didn't resonate with me. But everything else was kind of.
Gameplay was buns. The world.
I really hated the art style, to be honest.
The flying on the bird thing was buns. Like the art style was buns. Like everything was. Buns.
Everything is buns.
That's like Zelda game universally with 3D ones, man.
You know what I liked the least about the bird? It just reminded me of Galaxy 2.
I did my job.
Mario Galaxy 2, which is a much better game.
Compared to the other one, it's not a bad game. Compared to the other ones, it is.
That's crazy. Majora's Mask was trash.
Train, you're crazy. You're bugging. What is your problem?
Go play Street Fighter, man. Go play Gravity.
No, okay, all right. Here, let me give my reasoning.
We're listening.
Nothing in Majora's Mask mattered at all. Literally none of it mattered.
Technically, nothing in any game matters. So
No. I'm talking about the story of what happens in Majora's Mask literally holds no weight in any of the lore.
Neither does Zelda 2's story.
What the hell are y'all talking about? Y'all are angering me now right now. Come on.
No. Okay, look, I get the point of Majora's Mask. I get what it's meant to do, but as in the overarching lore, you don't know. No other game references back to it.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the game for a second. Time out.
Name one Zelda game that's ever been.
Okay, time
once
out.
upon a time, the boy
Stop.
The beast has awoken.
Okay, see, you disturb my final fight game right now. Oh, time. First of all right. So let's talk about the lore of Majora's Mask. I'm going to show you why Majora's Mask is one of the most influential parts of the timeline. In fact, it is literally the fork in time.
Yeah, it is.
Do we not forget?
Because
I'm speaking.
Yeah, did we not...
I know I'm speaking.
I'm good.
I was just wondering. Okay, so Majora's Mask and Wind Waker are both. They are both the. You have cause and the effect. They are both the effect of what happens in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah.
Literally. If Ocarina of Time did not happen, Link would not have been sent to the Lost Woods with the Ocarina, where the Skull Kid then stole his Ocarina. If Ocarina of Time did not happen, there would not have been an alternate timeline of Hyrule, where Hyrule was drowned by the gods. Now, within this, keep in mind that Link is now gone because he's in Termia trying to find his way back. And in the lore, there are two stories going on. Link has to find his way back to Hyrule, and something is happening in Hyrule while Link is gone. So just from a quantum time physics, alternate reality, alternate dimension, alternate realm standpoint, it's actually one of the most deepest Zeldas there is. Number two, Link is at his most powerful incarnation of himself. Or, I'm saying the wrong word. The most powerful version of Link is found in Majora's Mask. Even Breath of the Wild Link isn't stronger than Fierce Deity Link. Fierce Deity Link is the most powerful Link there is. In fact, okay, so the Triforce allows you to represent yourself in many different ways. When you play Zelda 3, Ganon's a pig, Zelda's an owl, Link's a rabbit, right? These are the animal versions of themselves, so to speak, to represent their innocent side or their personified, right? In the Triforce of Wisdom allows Zelda to become Sheik, which is, in some regards is way better than what's the word for this? Zelda in a lot of regards. The Triforce of Power, well, you've seen the different forms of Ganon. Fierce Deity Link is literally what the Triforce of Courage, true personification of Link is. That's actually, if the Triforce of Courage could manifest itself into a physical image, it'd be Fierce Deity Link, which will scrape anything in Hyrule free. How do you find this out? You find this out literally through Majora's Mask. You will not find that out in no other game. Number 2, Majora's Mask is found in 3 other versions of the Zelda timeline in their games. Breath of the Wild, A Link Between Worlds, and then Hyrule Warriors. And the masks all connect for a reason. The game is so deep that the shit is not just a regular DLC for Breath of the Wild. It's a DLC story. That mask has crossed 10,000 years in Hyrule. So for you to sit here and talk about it has no lore, there's shit forgotten in other Zelda games that have far so-called more significance that's not brought up in Breath of the Wild. But that goddamn mask crossed time. You keep in mind that mask, the mask was in Lorule at one time. Lorule. That's an alternate reality of Hyrule. And the mask has crossed time and the mask has crossed time and space. That mask is so important. We just don't know what it is. And just because you don't know doesn't mean it's insignificant. So I just had to check you there for a second, my brother.
The thing is, they're never gonna do anything with the mask.
How the hell can you say that? You're not Nintendo.
If they were, they would have done it already.
No.
How many years has Majora's Mask been out? How many years?
Okay.
It's been out longer than...
Dude, how many years has Link to the Past been out? And then they did Link Between Worlds.
Exactly. No, that's not a difference. That's a prime example. They actually made a true sequel to Zelda 3, well, A Link to the Past. What was this? Not too long ago. Like,
yes, I know, Link Between Worlds, blah blah blah.
Okay, yeah, but like the thing is that that game, the series of that game, the sequel to the prequel to that game has been out for like almost 2 decades. So you can't sit there. When did Majora's Mask come out? Majora's Mask came out in 98.
2000.
No, 98 or 99. It had to be 98 or 99 or 2000.
Okay.
One of the two.
Didn't Ocarina of Time come out in 99?
I thought it was 97.
No, yeah, 96 or 97, and then 98 or 99.
Was in 2000?
Oh, 2000? Okay, well, all right. So it's the turn of the century. So it hasn't even been 18 years. When did A Link Between Worlds come out? What was this, like 3 years ago?
2013.
2013?
Oh yeah, definitely.
That was so it was a 20-year difference. It's a 20-year gap. Because Zelda came out 93, 94, and then it came out 2000. It took 2 decades before you saw a sequel to that game. So, hey, Majora's Mask still got time. And it just DLC referenced it in Breath of the Wild for the 2nd time. So you can't say that. You got to give it time, B. It's kind of funny. If they really wanted to, they could make a... If they really want, they'll DLC a whole realm where Link just falls into a different realm, and he goes to Termina. This new Link. He could just go to Termina if he really wanted to.
Termina,
sorry. But like,
maybe that's the next Zelda game.
No, first of all, they already started development on the next Zelda game. What they need to do is DLC us all the way to the next Zelda game. I'm not playing around. We need more DLCs.
Yeah, they said they're done with DLC.
They said they're done with DLCs. Lies. Nintendo is this stupid shit.
Producer said he was done in the interview.
Find the article.
He a liar. I don't care what they say. Nintendo always says shit, and then The Legend of Zelda does not have a timeline. 1996. What's his name? Miyamoto. Okay, it has a timeline. Here's the book, Hyrule Historia. 20 years later. All right, whatever, B. First of all, Nintendo needs to learn to shut up and stop saying certain things. Stop putting yourself in a corner. Do you think this game has a time? Are you done with DLCs? I don't know. Let's see what happens. Just say that. So you give yourself space. Your fan base may demand it. And you want to? Oh, okay. The fan base is gonna make. They're gonna pay for it. Yeah. All right, drop it. Wait, I thought you wasn't gonna say it. We never said we wasn't gonna say it. We just said we'll see. I don't know why people why some of these producers and developers or designers feel they need to answer fans. Like, you ain't gotta answer nothing, B. Fans need to stay in your lane. Fans don't understand that they destroy more shit because they give their opinion. Shut up.
I wouldn't oppose to the next game taking place in Termina with Breath of the Wild gameplay. Oh my god, can you
That would be ridiculous.
Oh
but then at the same time, wait, you mean a whole new Zelda game or a DLC?
You know what? I don't care. Just give me that freaking Termina.
I take a DLC Termina. I'll take that.
Termina trash.
No, he's just saying that, guys. He's just trying to. He's clearly just trying to piss us off.
No,
Majora's
wait,
Mask
but
is my least favorite Zelda game.
But Majora's Mask still ties in with the timeline, though, because like Triforce said, I don't know if this is right or not, but like Triforce said, like Link is gone, he's not in Hyrule, and things are going on in Hyrule. And then in Wind Waker, they say like the story, like, oh, the hero in green left when they needed him the most, or whatever, and then like the whole Hyrule went to shit.
Well, that's quantum physics, because
yeah, that's literally after Ocarina of Time happens. Link disappears both times.
No. Link disappears both times, but for two different circumstances. The reason why Link is not in Wind Waker is because Zelda literally sends him back to his timeline. Literally, the end of Zelda Ocarina of Time is Zelda's like, you don't belong in this time. I'm going to send you back to your own time. So that timeline that Link created, killing Ganon, goes on to be Wind Waker. But Link's not there because Zelda sent him back to his timeline. Now, the reason why Zelda, which is funny because there are two Zeldas now. There's a Zelda of the future, which ends up, she grows up, she then becomes a queen of Hyrule, has children, whatever, and then her descendant is now Tetra. Tetra is Zelda from Ocarina of Time has a child in an alternate dimension. The same one from Ocarina of Time has a child in an alternate timeline. None of that matters because the timeline reconverges later on anyway. So it all, works out ultimately. But when Link goes back to in his actual timeline, he then gets lost in an alternate reality or alternate dimension or realm or whatever you want to call it, or whatever the case may be. So in both timelines, the instance stay true. There's a time when Link is not around.
Oh, let's not forget that the young Link kind of has like a tragic. I mean, I don't know how tragic, but it's tragic enough where he shows up as the hero Shade in Twilight Princess. That's Kid Link.
Yeah, well, see that's unfortunately. It's a good theory, so we can't dismiss it, but we can't confirm it either. Because I really think that is the hero Shade. No, I think that is a descendant Link. It's got to be a descendant Link. So, yeah. Or me, I think after. This is what I think. I think after. What's the name of this game? I think after Ocarina of Time, then you have Majora's Mask. I really think Hyrule Warriors happens next. Because when you look at
Hyrule Warriors not canon.
What do you mean? That shit is canon. I already plugged that shit in the timeline a long time ago. It's a filler game that's canon, and I'll tell you why.
It's OVA
filler arc.
It's like it's a filler arc. It's still a part of the timeline. You can fit it in it. You can fill it in the timeline because when Link comes back right from Termina, Link does not. Termina, he does not go and meet Zelda. He just goes and do what he does. Right. Later on, he grows up. Link becomes Teen Link again, and he joined the Knights of Hyrule. Then Zelda meets him again. That's why when you play Hyrule Warriors and she's walking with Impa on the top of the tower, she looks down, she notices Link, she notices him. Because remember, let's say, theoretically speaking, that was Link from Ocarina of Time, returned back from the original time. That means Zelda saw him one time in her life. The time when Link came and warned her about what Ganon was going to do, and she gave him the Ocarina. But then she never saw Link ever again because he left to go to the Lost Woods, and then he got lost in Termina. When he came back from Termina, he didn't go back to Hyrule. He went and did his thing, became Teen. So 7-year gap where Zelda did not meet Link, and then she sees him now in the Knight's Gallows training, and she goes, oh shit, Link. So you can tie that story. In this game, which is a filler game, 3 time holes open up. You guys have to take that into consideration. That Hyrule Warriors is a wormhole game. It's a paradox game. That's what it is. It's a paradox in time. 3 instances of time. The future, the present, and the past all open up in Hyrule, and you have to use the Triforce to seal off the time, those wormholes in time, so that the timeline does not become a paradox. It literally explains that to you in the game. That is the game where Link actually fights Ganon, and remember, you play as Ganon when you do defeat Link in that game. That's the hero of Shade. That Link in Hyrule Warriors finally wins the whole thing. He does lose an actual battle to Ganon, because he does in Hyrule Warriors, and he grows up to become the hero of Shade.
Triforce. Hold on. Sorry to cut you off.
Mm-hmm.
The hero Shade, where everyone's speculating that it's Majora's Mask Link, or Prime Link, young Link, right? Prime Link. Is that's not the fallen one. I think that's because he grows up and becomes an adult, and the only thing is that, like, think about it. There are clues that Twilight Princess Link is the descendant of the hero Shade. He even alludes saying, like, son bloodline, only people from the bloodline could do this, right? So he goes on and he has a family, and he somehow becomes a knight, right? But the thing is that the
hero of Shade, right?
The hero Shade. Like, the one thing about him is that he was sad that all of his heroics, his adventure, no one remembers. That's why he became the hero.
Okay, that makes perfect sense to the game. You know why? Name one game in The Legend of Zelda where Link actually goes and trains to actually be a knight. Name a Zelda game.
I don't know.
Hyrule Warriors.
Isn't Skyward Sword that too?
Hyrule, no, it's
Hyrule. That is true.
It's
Skyward Sword. He does train to become a knight as well.
That's Link. That's true Link Prime. That's the origin Link. There's no prequel to Skyward Sword, so you can't count that. We're talking about after Ocarina of Time. Name a Link that actually goes and literally trains to become a Knight of Hyrule. The only game that actually shows you Link doing that outside. You can't count the beginning and you can't count the end. Yes, we know in Breath of the Wild, Link is a knight. And we know Skyward Sword, Link is a knight. But those are the opposite ends. We're talking about in the middle of the timeline. Name a time Link actually becomes a knight. It's only I was gonna say Dynasty Warriors. Hyrule yeah, that's because literally, where does Zelda meet Link for the first time? Training to become a knight.
Right. But, like, what about, I don't know if you consider manga to be any, like, canon or whatever, but in the Hyrule Historia,
No, stop.
But,
no, listen.
I know,
if you follow Hyrule Historia, you'll never get the timeline right.
I know, but, like, in the Hyrule Historia, there's, like, a short manga of Skyward Sword where the hero Link is, like, I don't know if it's canon or not either, but, like, the hero Link, was chained in the prison for whatever reason. I don't remember why.
See, this is why you know the timeline is wrong. They had to create a actual manga to supplement their story. My timeline is based on what happens in the games and the games only. I only base it off of what's in the game. I don't, theoretically you can write this. Of course you can write anything and then it becomes a part of the canon and it makes sense. Anyone can. Dragon Ball Super is a prime example. Like, is Dragon Ball a Bible? No, it's supposed to be Dragon Ball Z, GT. That's it. But they're inserting Super right in the middle before it gets to GT to make it canon. So shit like S cells in the Saiyans or the first Super Saiyan God Yamoshi, sure, that's canon. Man, Akira just put that in there. He just wrote that. Yamoshi.
So Triforce, I heard we can win a US dollar Nintendo eShop card.
Oh, okay, you're disturbing my story for foolishness.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so, but the point I'm trying to say is this, but that's why I think Hyrule Warriors comes before that, because here's the thing now. Watch this. I'm going to blow your mind with this, miss. When you beat Hyrule Warriors, You stop the wormholes and the timelines from opening and use the Triforce to restore Hyrule back to the way it used to be. Only you, Impa, and Zelda know what happened in time. Everyone else forgets, and that's why he's the hero of Shade. No one remembers him saving time.
See, I never beat Hyrule Warriors.
I have.
I'm hoping for a Switch version so I could complete it, but I did not know that. Wow, that's
Hyrule Warriors. You're gonna be like, what the hell? You're gonna be like, dude, this is a part of the timeline. That's why I said I think
I
that's
should have taken it from my friend before he sold his Wii U.
I didn't think it was canon. I'm surprised.
No, well, because you're not looking at you're getting your in-game stuff based on like what Hyrule Historia is saying. All of my in-game stuff is based on me just playing the game and doing the lore.
Before you say that, was it Hyrule Warriors came out after the Historia though, so it doesn't really count.
What?
And like, didn't Hyrule Warriors come out after the Historia?
Yeah, it came out both.
Yeah, so like it wouldn't be in the Hyrule Historia anyway. But I thought it wasn't canon because it wasn't like published. Okay, it was published by Nintendo, but it wasn't like entirely made by Nintendo. It was only like directed, like who directed it.
No, no, brother, Natural. There are no 3 separate timelines. There's no such thing as 3 separate timelines. Those are all.
I mean, Capcom made like all the Game Boy Zelda games.
That got nothing to do with that. That's business. So what?
Oh, okay.
Whatever. Actually, that's what
okay. Never mind.
Do.
Fair enough. I see.
That's actually what I should do. But if you think about it, based on the story I'm telling you about Hyrule Warriors,
it makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
It's not. I'm not saying that's fact, but it does support the Hero of Shade story. That's all I'm saying. If you really look at it, it does support the Hero of Shade story. So, like, I think that Hero of Shade is. In fact, if you look at all the moves the Hero of Shade has, it's found in, well, that doesn't count. That you can't count that because they could just say that because they just made the game afterwards. But like, I don't know. Me personally, I would just, that's how I see it. I was like, yeah, that's, when I saw that, I was like, okay, because I was always wondering, where does Hyrule Warriors go in the timeline? Does it come after, Twilight Princess or before Twilight Princess? And I needed to come up with a theory timeline as to why it would come before Twilight Princess. And I'm like, the Hero of Shade, that's the link from the Dynasty Warriors version of the game. And yeah, go on.
Does the Ocarina make an appearance in Hyrule Warriors?
Yeah.
It does.
Yes. In fact, it's funny. The Zelda in Hyrule Warriors, that Zelda hides from you, because you'll notice that when the 3 timeline portals open, you never see Zelda in any of the 3 timelines. There is only one Zelda, and there's only one Link in Hyrule, Oh, really? Could I play that? I should play that. There's only one Zelda and there's only one Link. The game is godlike because the game is a paradox game, so it can get away with the illogic. A paradox means when when multiple things of the same timeline is happening in time at one time. So like, if you play the game, you'll be like, yo, you'll see it fits. It's either before Twilight Princess or after. Guaranteed. It's one of those places. I just think it's before because then it would make sense, because everyone asks the question, whatever happened to the Link that came back from Termina, from Majora's Mask?
Yeah, I remember when I played Twilight Princess and I came upon the Hero of Shade, I was like, oh my god, that's the Hero of Time. And then when he was saying how like his one regret was that like his story was never he was never acknowledged, and I was like, oh wow, that's really sad, because Ocarina of Time it was for me my first official Zelda game that I played through completion, and knowing that he eventually becomes like a sad, well, not sad, I mean, I'm pretty sure he lived a full life, but the fact that he has that kind of regret going on that like no one.
But you want to know something? It's not the reason why that can't be the case of no one remembering. I'm gonna tell you why you can't say it's not the case of no one remembering. If the Hero of Shade is first of all, it doesn't make a difference whether or not it's actual Hyrule Warriors or Ocarina of Time. There's no way for anyone to remember anything because those things never happened.
Exactly.
The only people that would know is Zelda, Link, and the people who are outside of time. Zelda, Link, and Ganon. And Impa only knows because Zelda tells her.
Yeah.
So Link can't be. So I can see why the hero of Shade feels that way. The hero of Shade is really the hero of time. It's the same person.
Yeah.
Which is Zelda's godlike beat.
You know what's really interesting about that is that in order to get to the hero of Shade in Twilight Princess, like the little sections before it where you howl as Wolf Link, they're just the songs from Majora's Mask and Ocarina.
Yeah.
But so you guys now see why I say what I say about
Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, Hyrule Warriors.
I actually have one more final point to make, just like, I don't know, see what your input on this is. Like, another last reason why I believed the game wasn't canon. It was because of the playable characters such as Ganon and Zant and I don't know all these other characters and like the King of Red Lions and whatever. Like I didn't like get that. Is that like, what do you think about that?
Okay, so the versions of like that Ganon comes. You have to remember that in time, all Ganon exists in all time. Link exists in all time. Zelda exists in all time. Those guys stand outside of time. Zant and those guys, they come from the timeline portals that open up. Because Sika, or whatever her name is, I keep forgetting her name, that Dead or Alive character, she opens up a time. She opens up a time portal. Well, what? Oh, she opens up a time portal to and crosses over those characters into that world. I wish I brought. You know, so funny. I have Hyrule Warriors back at my house in Jamaica. Really got it. You know something? When I get back, we're going to take a short little break from Breath of the Wild. We'll play that game and show you guys something.
No, finish Breath of the Wild, damn it.
Yeah, I got to get the DLC too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Oh, it's so awesome, bro. Oh.
I'm waiting for... Okay, here's a question. Who's sending me the... Who's going to send me the $7.99?
I guess I can.
Because in 15 minutes I want to get the Super versus Super Mario Brothers. I want to show you guys something. Whoa, I forgot this game is actually kind of fast in a sense. I want to show you guys the thing about what's the name of this thing here? Whoa.
Oh my gosh, Red.
Oh no.
I want to show you
You're
guys.
playing that Sonic game.
What the hell? I can't control Sonic.
I don't like that.
Yeah, but I want to show you guys the difference between versus Super Mario Brothers and Super Mario Brothers. Oh wow, I'm over here trying to run. I'm so stupid. See, I don't know what.
Wait.
What's up? Someone saying something?
Yeah. No, I was just curious. Like, I don't know if you already went over it, but like, where is Breath of the Wild supposed to be in the timeline?
Breath of the Wild is at the very end of the timeline.
Yeah, the very end.
And I mean the absolute end. Breath of the Wild is long after. I'm tired.
Yeah, but like, is it like split it into the three, like on the
No, it's the convergence.
No, it's not the convergence. Right,
even if it was that way.
Wait, whoa, you're confusing him. Whether like he said, whether convergence or not, it's the absolute end. Oh my goodness, what's the name of the damn game?
Majora's Mask?
No, what's the first game? Skyward Sword is the absolute first. Breath of the Wild is the absolute last. That's it. It's just the end of the timeline. After Breath of the Wild, the legend is reborn. It's going to be a completely new and different legend altogether.
Interesting.
Did you fix this?
I haven't played Hyrule Warriors just yet, but is the reason why like those two characters that I mentioned earlier, the reason why they're playable, is it because they're doing their own thing, or are they like siding with Link or whatever? Like I missed that part.
Who you mean, Ganon and Zant?
Yeah, like, are they doing their own thing, or are they with Link, or?
Oh no. Zant finds out about the time hole and the break. Neither Ganon or Link has the actual Triforce. This another character comes in and takes the Triforce. You got to get it from her. Ganon gets the Triforce, and then you got to stop him, and then Link gets a Triforce. It's a bunch. It's like I said. The game is about the game is about a break in the time portal, and then like all of these different Skyward Sword is the alpha and Breath of the Wild is the omega. Yes. Talk to me about the whole Todd Rogers situation. What exactly resulted from that scenario of his record legitimacy? Nothing has concluded yet. As far as is concerned, Guinness stands by his record based on the evidence that they were given and the testimonies that they were given 35 years ago. Nothing's going to happen to Todd Rogers' legacy in terms of it from the Guinness standpoint, but Twin Galaxies is still in litigation or investigation or whatever you want to consider it regarding that. So they're still, looking into that. So yeah. Yes. Sub-Zero. Let's get some Super Saiyan 3 Ganondorf. You guys are dumb. Let's see if I can remember the buttons on this. I hope everything is still set.
Features now.
Why would you? Okay, so
hey, what do you think are the chances of Nintendo porting Ocarina of Time 3D and Majora's Mask 3D onto the Switch?
Kind of hope they do, but they probably won't.
Probably because they're still going with the 3DS, kind of?
Well, yeah, because the 3DS isn't entirely dead either. So, I mean, like, it's not bad on the 3DS. It looks pretty well, so I don't actually see the point either, but it'd be kind of cool if they did.
I don't think the 3DS will be truly dead until, like, 2019.
Or Ocarina of Time, look, they're gonna release it on the Switch. They're all them games are all gonna get remastered.
Yeah, but the 3DS version.
If anything, they're gonna be virtual console.
Yeah, Nintendo cannot contain their soul.
Oh, virtual console is not cool. I mean, like, if it's the old N64 virtual console thing, I'm probably not even gonna bother because the controls are kind of crap.
I think they're gonna do a Netflix style thing with their virtual console, where you pay a yearly subscription, you got access to games like Xbox. Because nickel and diming you to buy. If I gotta pay $5 again to buy Super Mario Brothers 3 for the 80th time, like I'm kind of like this. Like,
hey, you're gonna pay for it and you're gonna like it.
You're gonna pay $8 for versus Super Mario Brothers anyways, so
like 10 minutes,
know why you're
I don't know where all the whistles are at, but still the fact of the matter is I only bought it like
epic speedrun.
And they better give everybody who bought a Switch within the first few months something for free. They better give us something.
How do they know though?
Legacy,
that's the real question.
Someone is trying to. Someone's asking what about the ARMS update today.
Oh yeah, that thing that happened.
Oh, did you guys hear? Do you guys know a guy called Player Essence?
Who?
Player Essence. It's a YouTube guy. Oh my goodness, if you guys are watching the stream, these people are getting killed in Mortal Kombat right now. Yeah, he did a thing on us. He was talking about ARMS and he gave us a shout out. I didn't see the new update on ARMS, guys.
Let me look at it real fast. I haven't seen it either.
Pretty sure that's a new character.
Yeah, his name's Dr. Coyle. Thanks, Game Explained.
Keeping that game alive. Other than EMP, I don't hear nobody talking.
That's the thing. That's why we're being. That's why EMP's been nominated for the most influential team.
Only team.
Yeah,
did you hear? We're on the.
Yeah, I know about the nomination. I know about that. I'm just like, it's crazy because I don't hear about it nowhere else but here. Not even on YouTube, really. Just here. That's it. And it's because of Trap, literally.
Well, why would they mention it? Don't forget, Triforce is a pimp. Jeez.
Well, I mean, to me, the game is dead. That's why I said, like, I thought thought it was a dead game. This is the EMP is the only people keeping it alive. Facts. Like, I don't know nobody who played that game.
And it's sad too.
It's a fun game.
Well, I hate the games.
Oh, by the way, Triforce, haven't spoken to you in a while. So, how's the pimp life going?
Man, yo, apparently, like, I have a,
got a stable of horrors, man.
I am unable to tell if the new character is a boy or a girl, but I don't think it really matters.
I think it's a dude.
Yeah, some guy says I'm running the mean brothel. I don't know how. I'm trapped here in Ohio trying to get home. I don't know how I'm doing that, but I really need to get back to my pimp game life. I'm really getting mad right here.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I got a stable of hoes in Jamaica that I gotta run properly, and I can't do that running the empire. You know what? You know what's so stupid about these people when they say stupid shit like, "Oh, Triforce." Really? When people say stupid shit like, "Oh, Triforce has a bunch of X, Y, and Z, and blah blah blah. He's a drug dealer," then why am I playing video games? If I was a drug dealer or pimp, I'd be making a lot of money. I wouldn't be poor. So like.
Because you're clearly, this is your front, man. Jeez.
If you were a drug dealer, you'd still be playing video games, right?
We see through the lies.
Okay, so I think I can explain the new ARMS character to you.
And everything, so I had to contradict you on that.
All right, so I think I can I think I can explain the new ARMS character to you.
Sharon, you got all them hoes. You can spread the love.
Okay, then whatever. Fuck it, I won't then.
Put these bitches
Whatever.
on webcams,
I don't care.
I nearly died there, guys. This guy Jax.
Torturing yourself playing the old school Mortal Kombat
with the backwards controller, because the buttons are different here.
Salute to you.
I feel like Sub-Zero would be the ultimate prankster. He'd just go around. One day some dude's walking down the street, he puts ice on their feet and then runs away.
Nah, man. He's gonna be the one guy that's gonna ice to see you.
Haha.
Who's playing? Who is playing?
The Ice Age.
You can stay over there. Jumping for stupid. Alright, it's about 10. I'm gonna hook up my Switch. And can someone DM me the code?
Oh yeah, that's right. You need the eShop code? You're not gonna take it on PayPal or anything?
Oh, I'll take it on PayPal.
I don't have the code.
Pay with PayPal.
Put it on the donation.
Okie dokie.
Stupid. If you guys watched that round, Johnny Cage must have got uppercutted like 5 times. Speedy, what's going on? Good night, man. People are saying Dr. Cloyd is the M. Bison of ARMS. Probably is. What?
Oh shit.
I did.
Is this boss a joke or something? It's not this easy.
Right.
Just tagged a face. Flawless. Oh, what am I talking about? Flawless victory. I barely got out of that fight. Alright, she's gonna throw the fan jump.
I gotta start playing that thing again.
What thing?
Right.
What? What? Triforce, you don't want to block? Yo, she's just... Yo, you don't know the block button, Triforce? Hey guys, don't forget that there's a $20 hash shift card that you can get if you follow me on hashtag. Stupid. What you want? You gonna die, girl. You gonna die. Jump back, I knew it.
Yo, you don't play Tetris? I actually have working Wi-Fi for my Switch right now.
Oh, sure. Give me a minute.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
You win. Perfect.
That was actually pretty good.
What?
The voice.
Really? Back up, Liu Kang. Oh my goodness, Liu Kang. I really hate you as a.
I love Mortal Kombat, but I think one of the best things that came out of Mortal Kombat is that Mortal Kombat.
Who even thought that was a good idea? Like,
oh my god, I'm gonna die by Liu Kang.
Yo,
okay,
don't start. That is an awesome
song. Was a product of the
only
90s.
song where it makes you want to dance and fight at the same time.
Alright, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, good. I luckily lived, guys. So, guys, cheer for me, because I'm going to make Liu Kang fly. Alright?
Make him fly.
I'll make him fly. Hold on.
Make him Marty McFly.
Come on. Get on this side. Come on, stop playing around, Liu Kang. Yeah, no, it's okay. Good. Liu Kang's gonna fly, guys. Fly, PlayStation. Fly. Come on.
Which version of Mortal Kombat is this?
Mortal Kombat 2. Fly.
Oh my god, I hate when it makes your mark in.
Oh no. Throw me. Oh, you thought you were slick, right? Fly, Liu Kang. Fly. Oh, that's right. You don't have wings. Should have drank your Red Bull.
Fatality.
Cat, don't send it to me to my PayPal. Send it to Streamlabs.
Oh, that's what I'm doing right now.
Okay, I just want to double check.
I just clicked the send button. I thought you're like, oh no, it's too late. I thought it was something else, but now it is. It's going
Pineapples. Thank you.
Pizza. Yeah.
Thank you.
Jesus.
You were having an argument about this. Like, oh, our game isn't real.
What? What? How can Sub-Zero free someone in mid-air? He just can. Okay, we take that.
That is super weird. Oh my goodness. Props to people who can play this. Like,
play what game?
wow. Mortal Kombat with like the old graphics, like, ooh, I don't know how you adjust. Like, it's just so slow. I guess so. It's just.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm in trouble.
Feels so salty that the HD remake of Mortal Kombat with Isaac. But God.
Sub-Zero wins. Fatality.
Good lord.
That's the sounds it make.
Yeah, but
godlike. Oh, he's gonna freeze me. He's gonna freeze. Oh, he didn't. What? How do you slide twice, you liar? You can't do that. Stupid. What? What? Punk, I'm standing on it. What? Oh my goodness. I just stood there and then fool. Oh my, ouch. Throw me. Okay, let's do this again. Punk. Let's go, punk. Look at all that blood all over. Man, MK2 is super fast. Yeah. Well, this is I'm not playing the arcade, guys. I'm playing the Super Nintendo version. This is the, yeah. What? How you... My man. I'm playing the Super Nintendo version with the reverse controls. So... Stupid, were you dumb? Hey. Ah, the SNES version. Fatality.
I think you're thinking about the Mortal Kombat 1 version of for Nintendo, maybe.
Uh-oh, the Thunder God. Oh, come on, Raiden. What? How did you miss? How did I miss that? Come on, man. Stop jerking me. Cheating ass game.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. What's up, punk? What's up, partner? What's up, partner?
Ooh.
Round 2, fight. I'm gonna block just in case. Okay, good. Don't be following me, stupid. What, you think I'm stupid? Oh, whoa. Whoa. Kung Lao.
Zelda stuff.
Stupid. What? Stupid. Oh, got you mid-air, stupid. Stupid. What's up? Stupid. Stupid. Really? What? Oh, my man, how did you throw? Oh, my man, my man. You think? Nah, no flawless victories. That's a lie. That is a lie. You're gonna be sleeping with the fishes soon. You're gonna be sleeping with the fishes soon. I'm gonna finish this game, guys, and I'm gonna hook up the Switch, and I'm gonna go grab this this Mario.
Oh yeah, that comes out tonight, doesn't it?
Huh? It's already out.
That comes out tonight.
According to people, whoa, oh, you trying to get your revenge, huh? Trying to get your revenge?
You're right.
You didn't like that? You didn't like that, Shang Tsung? Huh? Like that, stupid.
How much is Mario?
Mario is like $7.99 or something like that.
I might pick it up. Thinking about it.
Shang Tsung, you're full of it. That's why you're frozen. Guess what? Tell Shao Kahn you're no longer working for him. Oh, you can't, because you're already dead. Fatality.
That's not even JoJo.
Uh-oh, Kintaro, guys.
That's Fist of the North Star.
Yeah. Kenshiro. Whoa.
Okay.
Ooh. That's close.
Nowhere near the same. Actually, kind of same. Muscle people. Just like Dragon Ball and Naruto, or not even Naruto. They don't even really have muscly people.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I'm so mad about that. I had this bum.
Okie dokie. Fred, do you have a room opened or anything?
I don't know what you like to play, so I was gonna leave that to you.
I can play anything but Fusion.
Also, I don't know how to start one, so there's that too.
Oh my goodness,
oh, okay, well then, what can we one play?
Wait, what are you playing?
We're playing Puyo Puyo Tetris.
I wonder if my left and right stick works. I mean,
yeah,
it's my right trigger.
Yeah, your fight stick should work because Oblivion uses his fight stick to do this thing above. Not fight stick, arcade stick. Yep. I don't know why. But he does.
It's weird.
Arcade stick is the
Come on, because my stupid freeze didn't come out? I'm so mad. I cannot believe my stupid freeze did not come out.
I was taking a break from Persona 5, and then this guy in the chat, I forgot his name, but his profile picture got me to like want to play again. So I'm like, I'm just, because I'm trying to take a break from it because I've been playing for too long, but I want to know what happens next time. Like, oh man, we gotta get into the game. Oh my god, I would get my butt whooped if I didn't. So...
Nice question. I have your microphone. I have you set to really low in the volume. How do you still manage to be the most dominating voice in this chat?
It's his voice, I'm telling you, dude.
Who? Me?
No, I have him like, I have the volume
boisterous.
You're better.
You didn't change at all. For me.
Oh yeah.
Well, I lowered it to almost mute. Now I can now it sounds normal.
What game? What do you want to play?
I don't have them loaded at all.
Okay. Create room.
Your man tried to cheat me. Missed. Gotta go. If I don't see you on in the next few days, Merry Christmas, and remember, The Last Jedi sucks. Always. Missed.
Oh,
alright, missed.
But yeah,
thank you, Missed, and Merry Christmas, man.
It's open. Password is 1112. Adrian, you joining too or nah?
It says no one's. There's no room.
Oh shoot, that's right. Maybe it's because I'm offline.
That'd be it.
Second, let me fix that. My online status.
Online status.
Shush, you didn't hear that.
Cat, why can't you just leave it on?
Because I don't like leaving it on. Because then I get messages from people that I don't want to delete from my friends list, but I feel bad.
You can't get messages on the Switch.
No, not from the Switch dipshit. It's from like my phone. Dwee, like what?
Then just set it to best friends only.
That's a good idea.
You said that so many times and you don't do it.
See, you're right. You're right.
Nah,
Anyway,
see, that's a
you should be able
reoccurring
to see
thing
me
with
now.
Cat.
What the hell are you doing, Triforce? You don't want to win?
Like Ice, like yes, old habits may die hard, but with Cat it reoccurs way too much.
Shush.
Ha, I got the first round, stupid.
Can you
It's
see
like
it now?
whenever she's tired and she knows she's tired and we tell her to go to sleep, she says nah. And I'm like,
Yeah.
nah, that's where you're wrong.
What?
It's just so strong and healthy.
Since you're offline, Cat.
Oh my goodness.
Do I not have you listed as best friends? Oh, shit.
Shansoon, yo. Come
Yeah, that's
on,
fucked
I froze him
No,
a
what do you
long
mean? I'm
time
pretty sure
ago.
everyone in EMP is best friend.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, let me change that then.
I should not be losing to the scumbag. Alright, come on.
Shush.
Alright.
Shoot.
I got my Switch.
Wait, what game are y'all playing?
Puyo Puyo Tetris. You want to wreck us?
I mean, I would like to, but we're kind of in the process of loading everything onto the truck so we can leave in the morning.
Oh, rip. Not even like undocked mode?
Cat,
No.
what part of loading everything do you not understand?
Like a 5-minute break? Like, oh, sure, I'll play a game
The
or two.
part where loading involves you moving one thing from
I
one place
know.
and loading it
I
onto
know,
another
but
thing.
clearly you
It's
have the
like,
time to talk to us and not do anything.
Cat,
Cat, what's the
I'm
password?
currently driving to the store because I need to
111.
buy something.
Wait, I don't
like
even
how
see the
you're
room.
driving.
111 what?
Wait,
Hey,
I don't
Shane,
see
this
the
is
room.
online. My friends
I am
list?
on.
Ah, no. Do I not have you added? Are you my friend?
God
I
damn.
think
Do you
so.
have Red added? I'm sorry.
Holy shit.
What's the password again?
It's 3 1s and 1 2.
Oh, I don't have cat. Oh no, I do have cat added.
Yeah,
Yes,
she doesn't
it's
have
1
you listed
1
as a
1
best friend. She hates you.
No, wait.
I'm on.
Wait. It should be listed to everyone now. What are you talking about?
I will
Well, are you
die.
even online the game, A-Train? Like, you gotta
Oh,
go
no, I
online
did.
first. Okay.
Stupid.
Fucking trick.
What?
The hell?
What? What's going on here? Is that my
Oh, okay.
It's
best?
called a video game.
No, I'm. Oh my goodness. What the hell is going
My
on?
main Ribrian.
You're stupid. Hey, Train.
Oh my god, I don't usually play on this side.
Yeah, because you don't ever want to be number one. You always want to be number 2, 3, or 4.
Because it's easier to play on that side, I don't know.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? I like
How do you
playing
play
on that
against computers?
Why am I
don't
forgetting?
anymore.
Why am I forgetting the pattern
Oh
of
my
this?
god, I fucked up.
Whoa.
Oh my god, no I didn't. I really sorry. No freaking.
What the f?
There we go.
Yo! I'm not doing the moves anymore.
Hashtag blame Cat.
No, I'm freezing.
I gotta sit down.
He's
I
not
can't play
doing
with standing
anything.
up anymore.
Wait, what? Cat, why did you ever play standing up?
Because I was gonna go get some food real quick and everything, but everyone readied up faster than I thought. So then I was like, nope, I can walk while playing, and that was wrong. I got wrecked. Oh my god, I
Cat,
just
there's so many
screamed.
things about you I question.
Whatever, go die in a hole.
You do it to yourself, Cat. I don't understand.
Yo, I don't like this. I don't like this.
Especially on pizza.
I'm not getting uppercut. I'm literally
Hey,
getting
Cat, you're playing them
down
both at the same time, right? Like 2v1?
No, I'm not.
Then you're never gonna improve.
Are you kidding me? I'm trying to get pizza rolls, okay? I just want pizza rolls.
You can play them both at the same time.
I can't walk down the stairs and play them both at the same time to get
I
pizza
played
rolls. I
Trap
don't know.
Sanford and Gerard 3v1, and I still
Oh yeah,
kicked all
but
the.
your ass was on the couch, right? You weren't walking around. You're going downstairs like, I don't know, get some pizza rolls.
See, Cat, that's a you problem.
Well, yeah, so you can't. I can take these both on, no problem. I'm just
I
trying to
played
get.
A-Train and Speed 2v1 as well.
Oh, that's nice, but your ass was on the couch too, right?
Playing Puyo Puyo Tetris?
Oh, my ass is never on the couch. The fuck?
Okay, you're sitting down is my point, dipshit.
You playing Puyo Puyo Tetris right now?
No.
Yo, you know what's so stupid about this game? If you hold down in Mortal Kombat and Shao Kahn shoulder rushes you and then you block it and you press punch, sometimes he stands up and he hits you with his arm. He doesn't uppercut you. I'm so tight about that. Anyway, whatever.
Balance? What's that?
Let me change games here. Let me go get the Switch, guys. I'll be right back.
Hey, Zero, how do I post on hashtag? I don't see no post button.
Yeah, he's so salty.
You just hear typers in the background.
I legit don't see no post button.
I fucked up
Really?
my freaking triple T spins. Are you
I
kidding
can
me?
take a screenshot.
Speed.
Oops, wrong picture. I'm sorry.
I don't even care where that piece goes anymore. No, I fucked up. Whatever.
See that little, what's up on the top left corner? Wait, are you on mobile or on PC?
Look at Ribrianne. She's so good.
Oh, this is
You're on
okay. I
what?
see it now. Mobile. I
Yes.
figured it out.
It's on the top left, and then it says submit whenever you want to fully post a post.
Yo, speed about that money.
God damn, who would have known?
Oh yeah, what are you talking about? The hands thing? A-Train?
Yep.
The only reason I wanted money from hands is because I'm giving my money. Some of that money is going to my mom.
You mean
I'm not
to
gonna use
buy
all
shit
of
for
it.
yourself?
Speedy, you know how you could help your mom even more?
By getting a job.
Don't take an allowance from her.
Oh, I know.
Oh,
I do that.
good idea.
Oh, why
That's a
else?
good idea.
No kid in their life would do that. Don't listen to them. They're corrupting you.
I know.
It's understandable. Everybody wants money, but it's like if Speed's idea is to help his mom out with some money, and yet he is getting an allowance from his mother, then he's basically taking money from her, and then saying he wants to help her get more money, when in fact she could save money by not giving him any money.
Yeah, I know. It's very, very contradictory. Oh, I fucked it up. Whatever. I quit. Pizza rolls.
I might have.
What do you mean she'll get the money back? She ain't getting the money back. He's already wasted all that money on games.
Okay.
After I get my pizza rolls, it's 2v1. I'm telling you.
What are you talking about?
Pretty much.
I used to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Hey, A-Train, do you want to play
Took all the
Tetris?
money that you gave me.
I'm playing with Cat and Red.
Can I play? We're all on different teams.
I don't know.
Speed, if you
I
can
don't
guess
know.
the
Maybe
password,
try asking Cat. Shit.
That's
if
a
you
good
can guess the
question.
password,
You should try asking Cat.
You said what?
Nah, see, if he can guess the password, he can play. Other than that, he can't play.
The room's not even showing
You
up.
heard me talking. Are you kidding me?
Who?
Oh yeah, Adrian, have you played P5 yet?
No.
What?
Oh man, you got me all hyped up. I thought you were playing it actually. Shit.
I was supposed to, but
okay, everybody here, stay tuned. I just want to, because we've done 3 hours in on this. Let me just go to a commercial break. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back. Just want to set up the switch and everything, so I gotta shut down and.
No, I'm dead.
Isn't that what the YouTube channel is supposed to say?
Out.
Oh wow, here dude comes out of nowhere. Hey, been away for a while. Things have been tough, but have a Merry Christmas. Thank you, Hairdo man. I appreciate it. Why? Oh, because he wanted to even it. Oh, he wanted to get it off the 666. Thank you, Hairdo. Yo, Hairdo, I don't know if you're gonna stay around. I'm gonna go get versus Super Mario Brothers for the arcade archives. That's what I'm gonna do like right now. But I'm gonna stop the stream for about 2 minutes. Set it to YouTube Gaming Discussion 3, number 3. So we'll be right back. So just stay tuned. But that was a great donation right before we go to commercial break. So we'll stop right there. We'll be right back.
Shit, I messed up.